All right, so we are coming in to another session of our Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea campaign, where the party is currently based out of Xambaala. You guys have made a little trek through the desert um, to a temple of what was a once, you imagine, of course you didn't actually find out because it collapsed on you and almost killed you, once worshipped god via a map that was stolen by our cleric. And, you made it back with some treasure. Unfortunately, the statues that you picked up, even though they were of solid gold, they didn't have much value when you sold them because as you know, figured out, they carry a heavy curse. Although some people like cursed items, so you were able to sell them. And you are currently in your normal hangout there, the Saturn's Luck. Just so you know, it is the 23rd day of the 8th month of the 7th year, and the large caravan heading back across Hyperborea that I believe that you're going to take is leaving on the 26th. So, including today, that is 4 days. It'll leave in 4 days. So let's just quickly go through and intro the characters, and if you guys want to say anything about them, we'll do that. And then we've got a couple of carousing things to wrap up. So let's go like this. I'm just going to go down the line. Actually, I'll do you last, Crystal, since we're going to do you first. And Nikki, so what's Panesta up to?
Well, Panesta went out carousing and loudly announced she was going to steal something. So we don't know if she's actually going to do that or not, but that's kind of her story today, and she's kind of regretting it as she drinks her pomegranate wine. And Panesta is a bard.
Yes, bards do love to tell tales, even if they're of themselves, I guess. How about Kenneth and Uhtred?
Uhtred the Barbarian has been kind of brooding the last day or so, thinking about the friends that he's lost in his time here in Xambaala, and he's also been kind of talking to Kassan about his upcoming duel. Just now remember, when they light him on fire, you want to stay away from him. And just kind of, that's just kind of what he's been doing.
Excellent. How about Brighild, Tony?
Brighild is fairly quiet this day. She's not feeling well, so she doesn't know if it's some of the food she ate or what, but she's just kind of sitting there to herself, overhearing Uhtred tell his tales and trying to figure out this newest member of the group. So she's just kind of sitting there, not doing much this morning. It's Brighild the Imposing, the Warlock.
Excellent. How about your character, Rush?
Ultan the cleric wakes up after the previous two instances of carousing being completely smashed, raging headache, committing deeds that are not necessarily of a good nature. He finally wakes up. He wasn't going to go drinking at all last night, but he gave in to the peer pressure of his mates and decided to drink a little bit, and actually was able to keep it fairly tame. Not too much of a headache. Didn't do anything stupid this time, so he's feeling pretty good about himself. He makes his leisurely way down, sits with Panesta and Uhtred, orders a thing of pomegranate wine, and still having some money left, he orders a full breakfast for everyone, and begins to just have conversation of a meaningless morning breakfast, but surprisingly does speaks with Uhtred and Panesta, and if Brighild would be there as well, in the old Norse tongue, instead of the common that he was normally used to, saying that it's been a while since he's spoken that tongue, and he wanted to exercise it a little bit. And that would be Ultan McRoss, the Celt cleric of Yunde.
Excellent. Crystal, who's running Kassan the Thief, got into a bit of a dispute / challenge with another of her trade, or his trade, I should say, a female thief of the name Artemisea. And today is the day of your thieves' duel. As she comes into the Saturn's luck and eyeballs you, she's kind of average height, average build, average looks. You probably wouldn't pick her out of a crowd, just like a proper thief. She walks in, sits down next to you, and says, you may as well buy me some pomegranate wine before I show you who really knows how to work the trade.
Man, I kind of wanted to role play out how he got into this mess, but if that's too much, it's okay. Yeah, Kassan will just kind of laugh and says, man, you really know how to work someone over, don't you? Very well. I would hate for you to go home empty-handed. Maiden, my friend here, pomegranate wine, please.
She takes the wine. And she says, you know the rules. 1 hour in the bazaar. Whoever comes back with the most wins.
Indeed. Don't get caught. I hear the guards here are not kind to those of our trade.
She takes a sip of the wine, smiles, and says, I'll see you in an hour, and then dumps it on your lap and runs out the door.
Yeah, Kassan just kind of smiles like, damn, that was clever. He gets up, just kind of dusts himself off a little bit. It'll dry in the sun. And he begins to go outside.
So the Thieves' Duel is a contest of pilfering in the bazaar. In this case, these Thieves' Duels can be anything. It could be stealing a large item from a rich person's house. It could be many things. But in this case, it's a very minor one, kind of more fun than anything else. So Kassan will utilize his, whatever you want to use, I guess, your pickpocket skill, and try to collect as much as you can in an hour, which has started. So for my end, I'm going to run the thief. But what I'm going to do, guys, is you guys get to roll for Artemisea. I'm going to have the rest of the party roll for her because that's more fun than me doing all the rolling. So, it'll just, we're going to go 10 rolls basically. Let me get my pickpocket loot chart up. Let's see what you find in mighty Xambaala. I'm assuming that Panasta's not going to actually go to the bazaar.
Probably not. Although, hey, I look different, but not going to chance.
Twice different than since then. Okay, so the way this will work is I'll let you go first, Crystal. So you'll use your pickpocket skill, which is a roll on a D12. If you fail, then you just get nothing. If you fail by more than 3, though, then you are seen, and we'll deal with that. You may get run out or whatever. And again, I'll do the same thing with the. I'll just go down the line of the rest of the group, and everybody will get to roll as the thief that is competing with Kassan. And I expect you guys to beat Kassan. Just kidding. All right, Chris, I'll go first. So make a pickpocket attempt. You come into the bazaar seeking somebody that looks like they might have some wealth. There's lots of people here. It's the morning, so there's lots of business going on. You've got people getting their food for the day that are going to cook up to sell in stalls. You've got new merchants setting up and putting out their wares. So the pockets are ripe for picking in the early part of the morning.
Yeah, Kassan looked over the crowd and picks out a market, a target. Probably at least a trinket stall or something like that. Something that he knows a target that would have a fairly good pocket on them that'd be ready to buy something. And my first roll is a 2, and I got a 5 out of 12 for my pickpocket.
Okay, success. Roll a d10, see what you get.
9.
9. In this person's pocket is actually a drafting compass. Sweet. It is worth 1 gold piece. Drafting compass worth 1 gold piece. Here, I'll put it in the chat.
I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, Nikki, go ahead and make a d12 roll for Artemisea.
Okay. 3.
3. She's also successful. Roll a d10.
Alrighty. 8.
Ooh. 9 gold pieces. I'll write it down. Actually, I won't tell you until the end. That way it'll be a surprise for Crystal. Plus, I don't want to add it all up yet. We'll do a little math at the end. It's too early in the game for too much math. Okay, to Kasan.
All right. Son makes out another target. He knew he shouldn't have gone to the sailor stall first. That was just a bad move. Fuck. 12.
12. All right, you are seen. So somebody sees you. So what I'm going to say is just roll a d12 again. If you get 1 through 6, it's like just a pedestrian seeing you, and you just need to you'll lose your next turn because you just got to go someplace, not be seen just before you can start again. If you roll over a 6, it's a guard, and then you're gonna have to run for it, and you'll lose one d4 turns or a d4 plus 1 turn, I should say.
All right. So roll a d12 and try to get under 6. I got 6.
Yeah, 1 through 6 is
I don't remember.
Exactly. No, it's perfect. Yeah, 6 is good. So you lose 1 turn. So you won't get. Obviously, you got nothing this time, and you won't be able to go next time either. So you'll have to. Boop. All right. So none there. Go ahead, Kenneth, and roll a pickpocket attempt. So a d12.
1.
1 success. And roll a d10.
That's going to be a 2.
2. Oh, actually, I'll do it this way so I can keep track of it. Okay, so this next round, Kasan is not going to go. So I'm just going to go right to Tony. Roll a d12.
Yeah, a D12 and a D10. Okay.
Yep. Well, if you're under 4.
D12 is a 2
Okay, success.
and a 4 on the D10.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Guys, you need to change dice for me.
You might make a comeback. You never know. Oh, this is good. I mean, part of this one is salted fish, which doesn't really have value, but it's just fun. Okay, so now into the round 4. Kasan, you've cleared the, you found a different part of the bazaar. Seems safer to pick.
All right. Let's see what he does. 4.
4 success. So roll a d10.
3.
3. Oh, I mean, this is a cool thing, but it doesn't have any value really. List of local taverns with contracts for services. So they're probably some kind of a vendor that deals with the taverns. We'll say it's a meat vendor, apparently. And you pull, the sack, thinking maybe it's some kind of valuable information, but it's literally just his contracts that he has with them to deliver meat and stuff. So it doesn't really have. I mean, you could, if you were staying in town for months, you might be able to work it, but it's probably not valuable for this contest.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go to Rush. Make a pickpocket attempt for Artemisea, the thief.
All right. And we're rolling a 12, right?
Yeah, D12. Her chance is 4 and 12. So you want to get 1, 2, 3, or 4 to succeed. If you are.
I rolled a 5.
5. Okay, so she does not succeed, but she's not seen either. And we come into round 5. Kasan.
All right. 1.
1 success.
And
Roll a 10.
2 on the D10.
Okay. Ooh. A set of spectacles. These are rare. They're worth about 100 gold pieces.
Nice.
That's pretty valuable. Okay, back up to Nikki. Roll a d12 for our artisan.
Okay.
Yeah, the thief.
Ooh, 7.
7. So that is a fail by, no, because 4 would be success. So 8 would be a fail by, right? If you fail by 3, it'd be 3 more than you need to fail. So fail is 5, 6, 7, 8. So no, she's not seen, but she fails. Nothing that round for her. That's round 5. Okay, round 6.
So back to me.
Back to you. Yeah.
9. So I failed like an 8. My success is a 5 out of 12. So
Okay, so 6 is a fail,
9,
7, 8.
I think a 9 is I've been seen by
A 9 is seen. Yeah. Okay. So roll a d6. You're just barely seen that time though. So I'm going to say 1 through 9 on the d12. And it's just a local person, and you lose 1 turn. If it's 10, 11, or 12, then you're seen by a guard.
Okay. 5.
Okay. So you lose you didn't get it in this turn. You'll lose next turn as well.
Okay.
Let's get her turn this time. Kenneth.
I rolled a 2
2 success. Roll a d10.
and a 1.
1. Okay. Okay. All right. And she gets another turn because you're hiding. Brighild. So Tony, please roll a
All
d12.
right. Oh, 1 and a 3 on the D10.
Nice. All right. Let me redo this. 3 on the d10. Yeah, okay. Okay. Success. And now we're into round 8. Right? 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So Kassan.
3
3 success. Roll a
and
d10.
3.
Okay. Another drafting compass.
Okay.
Go another gold piece. Huh, wow, you guys hit the
Is this one also worth 1 GP?
1 GP. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think we're back around. Who just did that? It was Tony. So Rush. Roll a d12 for me.
Okay. I got a 7.
7, which again just barely doesn't get seen. So I guess she's good. All right. Back to Kazan. 2 more rounds.
All right. See how well we can fuck this up soon. 1.
1 success.
5.
5. 35 copper pieces.
Okay. Well, better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Panesta or Nikki, roll d12.
Alrighty. 4.
4 is a success, barely. Roll another one.
D10 or D12?
Rather? Yep.
6.
6. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I probably should be. I get this one. And okay, last round. Kassan. This is it. All or nothing.
10.
10. Oh no, you're seeing. All right. So
Yeah.
again, this is not too bad. So I'll give you a 50-50 chance on this one. So again, 1 through 6. I mean, basically you lose this round. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I'll assume you get the guards no matter what.
An 8.
Yeah. So you get seen by the guards and you're just like, peace.
Yeah.
All right, Kenneth, the last one for our female thief.
I rolled a 5.
5 is not a success. Okay, she gets nothing. All right, let's see. I think so. She comes with a lot of coin here, though most of it not gold. I'm gonna check the exchange rate in this game. Is it 10 for a silver? Silver to gold is 10. Okay, so let me add it per silver. And the copper. Copper is 52 a gold. Yep. So that's basically a gold piece or 2 gold pieces. Okay, so she's got basically 15 gold, 164 silver, and 144 copper. which adds up to roughly 36 gold pieces. So you won, my friend.
When she comes back into the Lucky Tavern, Kassan's like sitting on a chair with his legs propped up, and he's just wearing those spectacles. And then just to rub it in, he says, "I'm sorry, you need directions," and opens up both compasses.
It's a drafting compass, so it's like you put a pencil in. That's what this, but that's fine. Yeah, so she just looks at you she has like a sack that's full of coin, and you can tell like as soon as she sees the spectacles, like at first she walks in all confident, and then she realizes, and then she just dumps it on the table, and says, "I'll get you next time," and she winks at you and walks out. And so
Don't
yeah,
doubt
you will
it, beautiful. He says. He winks back at her.
Yeah, so that's actually write this down too, so I have it. So you got 15 gold pieces, 164 silver pieces, and 144 copper pieces.
All right, could you put it in chat for me, if you don't mind?
Yep.
You call
Yeah,
that
and
a duel? Nobody was set on fire.
You probably just don't want to go anywhere near the bazaar for a little bit because you got seen at the very end.
Yeah.
And some salted fish. Excellent. Well done.
Nice. He's going to call over the barmaiden and say, "Excuse me, you think you could put these on the grill for me?"
Oh, I don't think so. We only do the hot bread here. Don't want it to smell fishy.
Yeah. Fair.
But you could get some hot bread and you can put it on top.
You know what? Sounds delicious.
Excellent. 1 silver piece, please.
He flips for a gold piece.
Well, thank you. All right. So about half the day went by with those antics. I guess during that time period, did you want to be discussing your what was going on with the group, Master, or do you want to wait till Kassan is back before you do that?
Oh.
Or are you just ignoring the whole thing?
No, I would tell the group, but I'd probably wait for Kassan.
Okay. Yeah. So the morning, does anybody want to do anything else in the morning? Because clearly you weren't actually involved in that. So, or maybe you were. Maybe you were hanging out watching. Either way, you're all back together wherever you want to be. Probably not at the bazaar, because Kassan's now also somewhat wanted at the bazaar and Panesta for sure. All right. So you're back together.
All right. So I guess I'll say, well, guys, I like to sometimes drink a little too much. And last night somebody mentioned the satrap had come into the possession of a very powerful magic item, which I think Ultan is that staff, and that they knew he was going to use it for malicious ends. So I, of course, swore I'd get it back. So I don't know what to do about that.
Well, I can tell you that Rel would be proud of you.
Yeah, I suppose that's some comfort. But I'm already wanted, so I don't know if I should actually try to go after this thing.
Yes, true. The city guard are always looking at those who follow Rel as if we do wrong for some reason. I guess they just don't understand the brotherly love and commitment that our temple holds for all.
So, run that by me again. Exactly what did they want you to go after?
The staff that we sold to the satrap. Because they think or know that he's going to use it for malicious ends, which I did say he was an idiot. So doesn't surprise me. And I feel a little bad that we might have brought even more horror on this town. Besides the snake men and Aramis and all that.
Yes. Well, I think Old Town was actually part of that one. Yeah, because I had the choice of whether I was going to use it or not.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think everybody. I'm just make sure I'm correct. So I think even no. Atlantea, your Atlantean character was there, Crystal. So actually, Kazan doesn't know about unless you told him. Like he wasn't on that mission.
Well, Pinesta, whatever you decide to do, you have my sword.
Well, I mean, I was there, helped sell the thing.
No, no offense, Uhtred, but I don't believe that your swords would be needed for such a mission. As awesome as your swords are.
Oh, the youth.
Um, well, I mean,
We leave in 4 days. My reputation would take a hit, but in Xambaala, and if we're leaving, I'm sure I could.
but I mean, do we plan on coming
Well,
back here? Really?
your reputation would also take a hit with Rel, I would have to imagine, if you didn't keep your bargain. And, Rel knows all.
Yeah, I suppose that matters to me. Maybe.
But by the same token, she did actually keep her bargain. I mean, she retrieved the staff, she sold it, he bought it, an exchange was made, goods for coin, and the deal was concluded. Now, I feel that Rel is what little I know of him is he not a he is not a god that strays to the side of good or evil. He like my god, he chooses the middle path, does he not?
What you say is true.
So this idiot that I've never met. You all had more dealings with the man than I did. I've actually never dealt with him other than to just sell the staff through a middleman. But if he is the idiot that you all claim, do you think perhaps him having this staff would tip the balance?
It might.
And at that, Old Tim would just kind of sit there and just kind of shrug his shoulders with his palms up and be like,
Vanessa, what I'd like you to keep in mind is that you have declared a challenge, much like I did last night during my card game. And after declaring that challenge, well, what would Rel do if he declared a challenge?
Well, I don't know. He's a thief. He might try to get out of it any way he could.
You must decide what you believe Rel would do.
I'm more interested in what Pinesta would do. But I can't do it alone. I would need my friend's help, but I'm not going to put you into that situation. I suppose I could take the hit to my reputation.
Again, I'm not so sure it's a hit to your reputation, to be honest. You did the deal. The deal was done.
Right, but last night while carousing, I vowed to get the staff back.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's what I'm talking about.
I see. Well, well, my friends, I leave this one to you. You made the vow. The choice is yours.
Oh, screw it. All right. I'm going to go after it.
That's the spirit.
Gonna die.
Probably. No more haiku or songs for you guys.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. So what is it that you want to do?
I don't
I
even
guess
know.
I want to go to the satrap's palace is pretty heavily guarded, right?
Yeah, you've been there once before. You know that basically when you come into this place, right at the front, there's a pretty decently sized, like 4 or 5 man a guard, that's right at the gate. And then when you walk in, there's kind of like all the barracks for basically the militia is there. So like pretty much almost the entire army is there. And then, they usually train in that first courtyard that you walked through. And then there was like large stairs that went up into the area where you met him. So yeah, I mean, to walk through the front gate would be pretty heavily guarded. People are allowed in there, of course, because you walked in. If you want he if you want an audience with him, you can certainly walk in there and talk to him, because he did before. Remember?
I remember. No, I think I want to go talk to Aramis.
Oh, okay. Off to the
Caravanserai.
the
Not to
caravans.
kill him. To kill him.
Well, I mean, we'll see where it goes. But
I mean, I don't want to take up all the time. Does anyone want to come with me?
Well, I certainly don't think you should go alone.
Personally, what Kassan would do while she's going there, like, I mean, do her scene first, but Kassan's going to go to the Temple of Rel during this time.
Okay. All right. So, who wants to go to the caravanserai?
We'll go with it.
Anybody else?
Yeah, Old Town would go.
Nope, Brighild is staying back. She's went and bought her some peppermint leaves that she's chewing on and listening to all this, and thinks they're all crazy. And she's staying back in the tavern.
You're just gonna
It's
stay back. All right.
Yep, she's
fair
not
enough.
getting involved.
You know what that means? You're going to be the one that's around to do the rescue. All right.
Well, if that's got to happen, I'm thinking no better person.
Indeed. Okay. Fantastic. Well,
Just don't count on it. She's not gonna put her life in jeopardy. Y'all made your foolish choices.
okay. Excellent. That's the team spirit. So you had, as you've been many times before, to the caravanserai. When you approach from the street, actually, let me give you we haven't done the map today. Sharing is paused. Bring it. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So, you guys are basically at number 2. You stay somewhere in that general area, but that's where you guys hang out. And you, of course, skirt the outside of the bazaar to get to where Aramis dwells, which is in number 10. Of course, the satrap's place is right there in number 7 too. It's like right next to it. So you make your way over, and you can kind of see that main street in front of it. That entryway over there. As before, there's a couple of guards posted. The one that Tan brutally got revenge on is not there, but 2 other ones are, and they see you approaching, and they have their spears, scimitars. They're there with their big old scimitars, and they see you coming, and now you guys basically have a reputation. You've been in town a long time, so they see you and they kind of nod and they say, welcome. You have come enjoy your day. Tomorrow is supposed to be rainy, and they let you through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, they know you now. You've been in and out of this place plenty of times, especially with Uhtred with you, who's got a pretty big reputation. So when you walk in, there's basically a kind of a gravelly path that opens up into a large space. I'm just going to show you the thing. I don't know why I don't just do it this way. You've already seen all this place, so I can just show you the map. Make my life easy. We'll do a screenshot. And I'll go like this. So I just gotta send it to my iPad. Okay, let's share. Okay, so this is the basic layout of it. You're coming in by 10A. That's where the two guards are. It's open now, of course. Of course, is the wagon storage. Next to you, 10C is the stables. Off to the side, 10D is kind of like a garden area where there's the pools and such. And of course, 10E is the main tavern / building where you would drink, eat, enjoy the pleasures of the flesh, which of course you could now see Vel if you want. And obviously that's also where Aramis lives. So what
Yeah,
is
but
it that you?
I want to see him. Can I fly down a guard and tell him I have information that Aramis might find useful? He knows me. We did a thing before.
Yeah, he nods and he goes and gets him. He tells you to go inside, and sit down at a table. And I'm assuming that everybody does, and you are served slightly better but much more expensive pomegranate wine. No, much better, but pomegranate wine, I should say. It's 2 silver pieces of cost, twice the cost. Yeah, you guys are halfway through your first cup of wine, and Aramis comes down. So you're in that 10E area, basically. He comes out through this doorway. Oh, you can't see my. He comes out through that doorway there where the stairs are.
Yep.
Which you have. Yeah, you remember where it was. So you guys are there somewhere sitting. Maybe you see Vel doing her thing somewhere. All right, yeah. So he comes and he comes down and he says, Benesta. I was hoping I'd see you before you left. Always a pleasure.
Oh yes, always. I
He
actually
looks
have.
at. I'm sorry. He looks at Ultan, who I don't think he's met yet. He says, I don't think I've seen you around. I am Aramis. Enjoy your stay here.
Oh, well, thank you. I am just a simple traveling priest. You mind if I walk around and have a look at this lavish room? Though I've never seen anything quite like it.
Of course, please.
Fantastic.
Enjoy. You're well armed for a simple priest. He winks.
Well, the road is not a safe place, as I'm sure you know.
Sure, this is why we seek protection in the city.
Indeed. All right, I have to step away for just a second.
That's fine. Yeah, he sits down with you, Preston. And he says,
Okay.
Oh, information.
I do.
I like this.
But of course, all information comes at a price. What would you be willing to give for this information?
Well, one must know what the information is before I can put a value to it, no? You
It's
remember
about the
that I know much of what's going on here. If I were to give you some gold and you just tell me what I already know, that doesn't give me much.
Well, I know the location of a very powerful magic artifact.
Oh, well, that's interesting. And you expect me to buy this artifact from you?
I need your help in retrieving it.
Oh, you would like to go into business together?
Yep.
I see. And he kind of looks at Uhtred, who's the only other person there, I guess, and he says, you don't have as many friends as you used to?
I do not. That's why I need help, and I know that we have helped you in the past. And we will be leaving in 4 days.
I see. And what kind of help do you need?
Well, this artifact is in a very tough spot to get into. I need some sort of distraction so that I can get in there.
Oh, a distraction. Like dancing girls?
I need to get into the satrap's palace. Just tell him. To wherever he keeps his artifacts.
Oh, I see. You want to rob the satrap? Well, that's quite bold and smart for one who is leaving. Not so smart for one who lives here.
But this artifact, I mean, look, I'm assuming that you and the satrap have worked out some sort of strange balance of power between you. This staff that the satrap possesses could give him, or the people who are working against him, an edge.
Oh, so what you're saying is that the staff would come to my possession if I help you.
Oh, yes, I would give it to you.
And what do you get from this?
Well, the satrap is not as refined a person as you. He doesn't have your head for things. So I would feel better with the staff in your possession than in the possession of an absolute buffoon.
He laughs and says, well, that's quite a compliment. Aren't you afraid that I will do something nefarious with it?
I mean, I don't
see the
have
way-
it yet. We could cross that bridge.
Oh, I see. What's to stop me from just getting it myself now?
I suppose you could. I would have no way to stop you. But I'm offering to take a risk for you.
They brought him a drink. So he drinks his sips on his drink for a second and he says,
I think a better question would be if you were to try and get it yourself, but what if you get caught?
oh, I see you're back. Did you enjoy the walk?
Oh, I was just looking around inside the room. Did we move to a different room?
Oh, I thought no. Yeah, but you weren't sitting down, so you started
No.
talking to me.
I'm sorry. That was I'm going to go over
it's
here.
fine.
Look at
No,
all
you're
his.
fine. You're
his
back. So he
briefs.
says that.
Yeah.
He says, oh, I thought when you said you were looking around, that was a polite priestly way to say you were going to see one of the girls.
Oh no! I just wanted to admire the finery that you had in this room. Was all. That was,
Again, admire the finery. These are terms that people use when they want to see the girls.
oh,
You
I
really
see.
are a priest.
I really am. I'm afraid yes, I'm definitely out of my element when it comes to seeing the girls.
I see. Well, I mean, we have boys as well.
I mean, that too.
Okay. I will say this. Pinesta. Sweet Pinesta. He kind of puts his hand on your hand.
Oof.
It's a little cold.
Uhtred
He says,
growls.
I will give you a bit of information. On Moon Day, if the battle in the arena is interesting enough, the satrap always goes, and I sit with him in the Tower of Blood at the top. And of course, where the satrap goes, most of his guards go, thus leaving fewer for you to encounter in the man's.
All right. She says, well, I appreciate that information.
I will expect to see the staff here on the morning the caravan leaves.
Okay.
Oh, you've met the caravan leader, right? And he actually raises his hand. He calls over a man. Francis, have you met Pinesta? Will be joining your caravan in a few days. And it's kind of an older man. He looks at you and says, "Oh, well, glad to have you."
Yes, Uhtred also will be joining, and I believe Ultan as well.
Oh, excellent. It's a great pleasure to have you. I've heard much about you. He's looking at Uhtred. And your prowess, which hopefully we will not need. Typically traveling in larger numbers, we avoid any kind of conflicts. But you never know. You know, when I was your age, I was a pretty stout warrior. But now, too much wine, too much money. If you know what I mean. And this is Aramis. I thought you were going to introduce me to that girl over there. And then Aramis says, I'm sorry to leave you all, but I will see you on the morning of the star.
I look at Aramis and I say, one small thing. I want to hand the staff directly to you, not one of your men.
Oh, no. I don't know if that can be arranged or not. I can't be seen with stolen items.
Make it happen. Or I won't. Maybe I will lose the staff between the Satrap's palace and here.
Maybe you will.
Make it happen.
He smiles. He gets up and brings the man to the Francis over to the side, and he calls the girls, and you see them all line up so they can pick who he wants.
All right, we'll leave. Oh crap. Okay. All right, let's see.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, you know, you I guess know when the staff will be the least guarded.
We do. Now we decide if we actually want to do it. I just wanted to see if he had information for me, which he did.
Sure did.
I look at Uhtred and Ulta and I say,
yes, Phil's in the lineup.
I say, maybe we should get a jump start on the caravan and just let them catch up to us.
So do I have to fight again?
I just have I'm assuming that he's offered us wine. Or did he offer us anything to drink?
I
we
mean,
had
you
wine.
paid for it. Yeah, they brought it to the table, and you had to pay for it. He didn't give it to you for free.
All right, and so we're still in there talking, or did we walk out?
I was assuming you had left, but you certainly he didn't kick you out.
In that case, as we're walking, I'm just gonna kind of lean over and go, "Make it happen." Said, for a woman, you've got quite a pair on you. And then he walks in, he's like, does his head like this, and he's like, "Make it happen." Vikings.
I mean, I want to be a Viking. I'm not actually a Viking.
I'd say you're well on your way, madam.
Hanging around with Uhtred for so long.
Yes. Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I have to think. Uhtred, I don't know if I'm not going to ask you to fight another battle in the arena for me, and for the silly vow I made, and for my silly obsession with old Snaky over there. So I won't ask you to fight for me.
Well, Pinesta, you're the last of my friends that I came with. I would do anything for you at this point, I think.
Good man.
And on the shoulder, I guess I wouldn't be able to reach, like his hips. No, I'm not that short, but
It is true. You are the last.
I don't know.
I suggest we head over to the arena and see what's going on over there.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys head that direction, and while you're doing that, we'll cut to the Temple of Rail. So Cassian, you show up. You know the Temple of Rail, as you know, it's a grotto. So it's like basically a cave with the gates. They're open, of course, because it's daytime. And you walk in, and it's kind of a pretty open space. There's a fountain in the center with the naked Rel. Well, he's wearing boots and a hat, so he's not completely naked. Filling the fountain as you would imagine he fills it. Around are people praying and tossing coins in, and you see some of the priests or acolytes, talking with various, civilians and also people, that are maybe followers. So what is it that you would like to do?
The first thing Cassian is going to do is he will approach the statue of Rel, and he'll make a symbol for himself, like maybe some kind of holy symbol of Rel, and he will say, thank you for the good tidings, Rel. And he's going to toss 8 gold coins into the fountain.
Nice.
Which is added up how much gold value I made, coinage I've made so far, and that was 10%, a little over 10% of the gold value. So,
so Rel doesn't teach you good math, I guess.
it's
the things are worth 100 gold pieces. 8 would be less than 10%.
No, not counting the spectacles, just the coins he got.
Gotcha.
So he's not counting the spectacles at this point because he hasn't actually got those.
Yeah, Rel wouldn't count those.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So anyway, so after he does that for the coin value, for just the coins he has, he's going to look around. He wants to try to find basically a higher member of the Thieves Guild, someone that he would go to talk to them about information. Probably something they wear, something like that, thieves can't kind of thing. And he'll approach them and go cousin. And he knows that if they're a part of the Thieves Guild, they'll play along.
I don't know that you would know that, but okay. You go up to one of the acolytes and say, yeah.
I mean, I thought you said I was part of the Thieves Guild.
You came on the caravan.
Oh, well.
Right. So you're probably not part of the Thieves Guild. But whatever, it's fine. You would understand. I mean, you're a Purloiner, you've been here plenty of times, so you would understand that yes, of course, the Thieves Guild is connected to this temple. So you want to talk to one of the acolytes?
I want to talk. Well, specifically, I think I more so want to talk to someone that I would at least believe is part of the Thieves Guild. So he wants to go up and use Thieves Can't in an attempt to make contact with the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
Or a Thieves Guild member.
All right. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you use some kind of a code or whatever, or the use guild code to the acolyte that you walk up to, you see that he recognizes what you're saying, and he responds back in kind.
Yeah, and I basically he wants to he'll use his Thieves Can't to basically say he wants to say something I heard you've been getting into the meat trade lately or something like that. And he wants to basically sleight of hand that that paper to this guy, that contract that he picked up to this guy. I mean, he feels like he's going to be leaving soon. Mm-hmm. He feels like he'll probably be leaving soon. So someone might as well make good out of that.
Okay, nice. Yeah. He takes it, and he kind of palms it. And he says, well, of course, Rel is involved in many things, as you know.
Of course.
You're doing well. We appreciate your donations.
Well, Rel has blessed me, so I must bless in kind, as Rel
Yeah.
would do.
And you would notice, but probably because you're right there involved in it and you kind of know this is going down. But of course, most people that are in the temple wouldn't notice. But that acolyte that you handed off to hands it off to another one, who then goes to that door that's kind of in the back and opens the door and walks through.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to open it in front of you.
Yeah, and I mean, Gaston's gonna act like he's not. He doesn't notice that at all. Of course, he's just making friendly conversation with his cousin, and he's gonna say, "Do you remember when we were kids, and there was that wedding, and Uncle Ivorus had that cane." That as a prank we took it from him, and he's trying to basically let him know that he's trying to basically in thieves can't be like, there's an item I want to steal, it's a staff and it belongs to someone rich, just using these kind of code phrases, wedding and cane and blah, whatever.
Yeah, no, cool. That's good. I'll point out, just so you everything's clear, that you're in the Temple of Rel, which means there's probably almost everybody in here has some relationship to being a thief. So even though you are using the thieves camp, you might as well be speaking plain English.
I mean, I'm talking
it.
privately to him. Whatever.
I understand that, but what I'm saying, just so you understand that, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like you're he kind of just side eyes you and he says, "Oh well, whatever things we've done in the past or we do in the future, it's always good to know that family is important and that we take care of them."
Exactly. You remember how difficult it was to get into his room to pull this off.
He kind of stares at you in a you're in public, why are you making some kind of question kind of thing.
Okay, well, I mean, I figured if it were interesting enough, he would pull me off to the side. But if he's not going to, then
well, not the way that you're doing it. I mean, he says, I appreciate you coming by, but right now it's the very busy time. Maybe after the bell we could catch up.
of course.
And then he's going to just walk away from you.
Yeah, I apologize for disturbing you during the middle of the day.
No disturbing. And he just starts talking to somebody else.
Yep, and Kassan will move away.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't thieves' camp, but clearly he's just come back after the when we're not open to the public.
Yeah. I mean, if I had known that, I wouldn't have done it like that in the first place. But
Well, I mean, you wouldn't just show up after dark. You have to let them know you're coming.
Oh yeah, true.
You would have had to do what you just did. No, you totally did fine.
Okay, good.
He just wasn't going to get into a full conversation with you right there.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I was saying.
They don't know you well enough to bring you anywhere deeper into the Thieves Guild. I mean, you would know that that's the case.
Yeah,
you are
that's good. Yeah.
That's cool.
With that, Kassan, I guess, would go ahead and head back towards the Lucky Seven or Saturn's Cup, I guess.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, definitely do that. So you do that, and you basically have a meeting, if you will, with them after the bell, which is definitely the safest time to be on the street, and then you head back to the Silence of Luck, where I guess Brighild is nursing a hangover, and the rest of the crew shows up eventually, or possibly they meet you there, depending on how long that took. Actually, you probably get back first because you don't have very far to go. So do you want to do anything, Brighild, Tony, before everybody arrives? Or
no, she wouldn't know. She wouldn't do anything special, no.
Okay. Yeah, so Kassan arrives first. You see Brighild there.
Feeling any better, Brighild? Anything I can do for you?
Hope I was muted. No, I think I'm doing okay. You heard from the rest of the group? Did they do whatever they're going to do, or do you know?
I have not heard from them of late. I head off to the temple to give my tithes.
Yes, some of us are more dedicated religiously than others are.
Indeed. And with that, Kassan will, I guess, hang out there, have a drink. If Brighill doesn't want his company, then he'll just hang off somewhere else in the tavern. But if Brighill doesn't mind him being around, he'll kind of hang around Brighill.
No, she don't mind you sitting at the table. You can tell she's real quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys are having drinks or whatever, or kind of just relaxing, waiting to see what kind of trouble Finesta got into. And at that, Finesta and gang, Uhtred and Old Han arrive, come back into the Siden's Luck. You guys see Kassan there with the Brickhild.
Hey guys. I'm sorry. I thought we were going to the arena.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you were. I am 100% sorry. Yeah. No, you don't see them do that at all. You guys show up at the arena. Yeah, because why would you go all the ways back there and then go back to the arena? Because you're basically right there. So sure, yeah, you go back and you guys are sorry. Yeah, so you go to the arena. Of course, as you get closer to the arena, Uhtred is very recognizable now. And the arena boss comes out and he says, Uhtred, my champion.
Hello. I'm planning on departing the city soon, and was just curious what you had going on coming up.
Oh, you're leaving. Well, we don't really have anything that we could do. What do you think about fighting? Well, this may not be that hard for you. So you're going to have to make it look more difficult than it is. I have 3 lions. They're small lions, but, people connect lions with being terrible and dangerous. So you'll probably have to do it in a loincloth.
Lions, you say?
Hello.
I don't suppose I could see these lions.
Oh, of course, of course. You just come. And he walks you over to the Blood Tower, which, you guys would know that's where the dragon was last time. And you look in and you see these large cats, I guess. They have a very, very large, actually, you probably know what they are. They're basically saber-tooth tigers.
Huh.
Yeah. And there's 3 of them. They're not very big. You maybe never seen a saber-tooth tiger before, but you imagine that they'd be bigger than they are. So they're like small saber-tooth tigers. He tells you, he says, normally we try to get the big ones, but they're hard to catch. So I have a guy. He goes out and gets the kittens and raises them and then brings them in. They're not quite as deadly, but the crowd doesn't know that.
I see. Well, I would like to go out I would like to leave rather in a bout of glory and sure, that sounds fun.
Excellent. I will. Connie starts getting excited and calling the criers over. We will get a crowd here. This will be your biggest triumph yet. Yeah. What do you think about using your bare hands? Could you do it with your bare hands?
I'd rather not.
All right, fine. I guess using a sword is fine.
Let me ask you this: what's in it for me if I do with my bare hands?
Well, the larger the spectacle, the more money that comes in,
I lean over to
and
him.
more glory. And I will let you keep the pelts. We'll have them made into a beautiful cloak for you for the winter.
As soon as
Okay.
he asks what's in it for me if I do it with my bare hands, I lean over to Pinesta and I just go, probably a shallow grave.
What kind of damage roll is that, Daniel? Bare hands.
D2 plus strength.
Let me think about the bare hands thing.
Okay, well, let me know because we need to, let people know that, and so more people will come. So I will right now assume you're not, but if you decide, let me know because it's all based on attendance. We get
Fine, that works.
excellent. He slaps you on the back, and then he gets his people. They're getting organized to start the criers in the street. You actually already hear them within, by the time you get out of there and you're kind of walking down the street, you already hear criers calling out, Uhtred, hero of the arena, to fight vicious man-eating lions on Moon Day. Be there, be square. Something like that.
Well, if you fight him with your bare hands, the satrap is sure to attend.
Yes. Could be deadly, though.
Well, I know when everything I've done today, I feel like I was just in a fever dream. I don't know why I did any of that, but we'll see what happens.
It would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Bare hands and lions? Yes.
I must think about this. What day is it?
It is Earth, which is basically Monday, and this would be Moon, which is like Wednesday. So it's not tomorrow, but it's the next day that you would do it. And then if you survive, you'll have months on a caravan to recover.
And I'll have saber-tooth tiger pelts.
Yes, you will.
Tigers. All right, well, I guess we go back to the Saturn's Luck now. Oh, Brynhild's gonna not like any of this.
She'll get over it. She swings, One day she's all about the fight. The other day she's just kind of, no offense, but women.
None taken. Oh boy.
Okay, so you get back at Saturn's Luck. This is an interesting turn of events. As we go through this, we've got Kassan making deals with the Thieves Guild and possible arena fight and grand theft and a showdown with Aramis.
I didn't say I was going to show down with him. I didn't say that. Didn't say I was going to kill him.
Yeah, well, you didn't say that.
As a cleric of Yoon Day, would I pretty much know whether or not lions would consider saber-toothed tigers? They would be pretty much be considered neutral, wouldn't they?
Yeah, most animals are neutral. Yeah.
Shit. I could have done something so awesome. All right. Never mind.
I hope you weren't planning on using sorcery. As we know, that we learned early, that's considered a very bad thing in the arena, and you will be hung.
Oh, really?
Like, do you guys tell Kassan of maybe going to the arena? Or,
nope.
Are we going to...
We're trying to get back to you now.
Okay.
They're back in Saturn's Luck now.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, assuming that's what they're doing. But yeah, they're back to Saturn's Luck.
Yeah, I would say that Uhtred's going to fight again, guys, on Wednesday Moon Day before the caravan leaves. So that's...
If you tell him that you're planning on fighting them, like that you might fight them barehanded, Kassan's going to say what you should do is break the neck of one, rip its tooth out, and then use that to kill the others. That would be awesome.
Trust me, I was already thinking about something like that. I don't know, though.
So many options.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not an idiot. You know that fighting them barehanded is not going to be easy,
Right.
to say the least. just so that it's clear. I mean, fighting 3 saber-toothed tigers, even small, barehanded, is very, very, very dangerous. But if you win, oh boy. So even with the sword is going to be difficult. So just so that everything's on the table, because clearly you can't actually see them and you're just going off what I say. They're small, but they're still saber-toothed tigers. All right. So you're back at Saturn's Luck. What do you guys want to do? The day is wrapping up. Unless there's something else you want to do today.
Kassan would let them know that he has, a family member he needed to go see about some business, and he'll leave he would like to leave like right before the bell, basically. And I don't know if I would need to go to the bazaar for this. So if I would not do this, but I would like to purchase a silver holy symbol.
Yeah, most sales are done at the bazaar unless you knew somebody, which you probably don't.
Okay.
You know, 'cause you haven't been in town long enough to. Like, if you knew the silversmith, maybe you could get it from them directly. But generally speaking, the bazaar is where everything is sold.
Okay. All right. He'll wait till he goes
Of
to
Rel. Of Rel or of what?
Yes, of Rel. Yeah. I currently have a wooden holy symbol of Rel. So
Okay.
if I'm going to go to the Temple of Rel, maybe I'll try to ask there or something. But if not, depending on how well the meeting goes.
Yeah, I mean, you could, if you wanted to have one, you could have gotten one year there before. If you.
Oh,
I
okay,
mean,
cool. All right, great. Yeah.
They would have.
So at book price?
Yeah, book price.
Okay.
You're an actual cleric of Rel. So they would have those. So if you were talking to them, he would certainly get you a holy symbol. You know, with a. I mean, they don't take the money from you; they just have you donated into the water. But
Right.
Yeah, sure enough, silver holy symbol of Rel. But yeah, you can go so that you're there basically or nearby when the bell rings. That's totally fine. Does anybody else want to do anything else before it gets close to the night?
I think I've done enough for the day.
I feel like we get another weekend in Xambaala. All right, all right, so we'll just cut to that. So the event-tide bell rings. Of course, it's still light out, even though it's 8 p.m. And you can see people start to get their, the slaves are starting to get off duty or whatever, and walking through the streets. People are starting to close up shops, and within a few minutes, you see the gates close on the Grotto of Rel.
Okay, would Kassan know if he needs to go around, say, the side of the building, or if he should just go up and do a certain knock, or what?
It's a cave, and there's no around the side. You would assume that you would just knock on the door.
Okay, yeah, so that's what he'll do. He'll just go up and do a knock.
Okay, yeah, you knock on the door. They've got a low slider, and the same priest that you talk to looks at you and he says, kind of looks around, and he opens the door for you to come in.
Kassan does.
Okay, and he closes it behind you. It's basically empty in there. It's kind of you notice what you probably never noticed before because the door's always been open and there's been torches and stuff around. But the pool that's being filled by Rel kind of has a soft glow coming off of it. So that's all the light that's really in here. The lights are basically they turned off all the torches and they have the doors closed. And he looks at you and he says, Rel, thanks you for the information on the meat distribution.
Of course, anything that I can do for Rel is, more than is a blessing as for all that he has done for me.
Yes, of course. Anything you do for Rel comes back to you tenfold. Come sit, and he's got a couple. He sits on the edge of the fountain, and he says, "So, this uncle, tell me."
Well, this uncle, he has a big home located nearby. It is said that this uncle sometimes leaves his home when uh, when large sources of entertainment are brought forth on Moon Day. And I have good word that there will be a source of entertainment that may stir Uncle's interest come Moon Day.
Excellent. What
His
would this
uncle,
be?
what's that?
What would this entertainment be?
You do know the arena champion who fought the dragon that could turn men to stone?
Mm-hmm.
He plans to fight 3 saber-toothed tigers.
Oh, that will be a exciting event.
Indeed. There is word that he may or may not do this with a weapon.
Oh. Well, I don't know what to say about that. Rel certainly would not put such odds against himself, but Rel, of course, is not the straight fight type.
Indeed, indeed. As for this uncle, I feel that perhaps such entertainment will draw him to it, and this will leave his house without as many eyes as it normally would have. Now, this uncle recently acquired a very nice cane, one that others wish to have for their own reasons. But
Well, there's a reason why we do not take from the uncle's house. Xambaala is a small place, and when we try to pass off or play with the items that we take from Uncle's toy chest, we are often seen.
well, there's a caravan in town. That caravan leaves in a few days.
Indeed.
If those who would play with Uncle's toys were to get out of town before being noticed, then those who acquire Uncle's toys would be the ones questioned and not those who did the playing.
Exactly. You're going
Yes.
to leave town with something you've stolen, and then
No.
Uncle will
No.
send the guards around looking for things. And who do you think they're going to think of when such a impenetrable fortress is robbed?
Well,
Will they think of who is gone?
I think we maybe misunderstand. I do not plan. I do not believe that the toy would end up with your particular people of interest. Rather, someone else who is interested. Another party that may or may not be related to you.
No, I understand you well.
Okay.
So what's in it for me? Because it'll surely raise the guard.
Really, the one thing that I would like to know that I'm not sure of would be Uncle's layout, his house's layout.
I think you're getting ahead of yourself there. You want to commit a robbery in our town, take the goods outside of our town, and leave us with nothing but the guards looking for the thief. And where do you think the guards are going to look for the thief?
Right.
Where would you, if you were a guard and you needed to know where something was stolen, where would you go?
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. Perhaps my ambitions have gotten ahead of myself. Cart before the horse.
Indeed.
what would you suggest for something like this? Should an eye be turned away?
I would suggest to not get involved with the Thieves Guild.
Indeed. I'm sorry to have wasted your time.
He nods. He walks up to the door and opens it. And he says, I suggest you do take that caravan.
Indeed. And I'm going to go ahead and leave him with 2 more gold pieces, just because I wasted his time.
Okay.
And I don't want to have any harsh feelings.
Oh, no, he doesn't have perfect. He tosses them in the fountain. He says, Rail appreciates. Be careful, child. Remember that the wolves always seek the most obvious of thieves.
Indeed. Thank you, cousin. And Kazan will leave.
Okay. All right, let's see if you encounter any cannibal slaves in the streets when you're walking back.
I want to take the most obvious, safe way.
I bet you are. No, you don't encounter any.
Yeah.
17 of them. No, you're good. You walk down the streets. You probably, well, of course, I mean, I don't know if anybody even told you about their whole, I'm sure that in drinking and stuff, tales were told about what happened. So,
Yeah, he's definitely keeping an eye on it over his shoulder.
yeah. So you rush back to the party who are, I guess, the Santa's Luck doesn't close until midnight. So maybe you're still there hanging out, or maybe you went back to your housing or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But ultimately, you can get back to where you only live a block or so away. So, in any case, you all get back, and we'll just say night passes, and you kind of reconvene. Unless there's something else you want to do.
I want to do one last thing.
Okay.
I'd like to talk to Finestra.
Right. Okay.
So, like, maybe privately go to her door.
Oh, Kasan. Come on in. She looks a little shaken.
Yeah. Kazan will, come in and he'll say, I've enjoyed your company this latest adventure we've had and such. It's been a great time, and I believe that we'll be traveling together more. No?
I hope so.
For that reason, I must say, perhaps it would be best if you take a knock to your reputation.
But what would Rel do and all that? I mean, I'm new to Rel. I just got baptized like 3 days ago.
Yes. Well, sometimes if the odds are stacked too heavily against an individual, Rel understands that individual must play the safe end.
All right. I will think on your words, sleep on them, and yes, maybe I'll be more clear-headed in the morning.
Indeed. Thank you, Finestra, for the opportunities that you have presented me. And Kazan will take his leave.
Okay, excellent. So everybody gets their rest, and it's the next day. You guys are, wherever you are, either. I just always assume you're at Saturn's Luck because it seems like the cool place to hang out. Maybe there's another place you hang out, whatever. Another place where you're having breakfast. So it is now C. The arena battle will be tomorrow. What's your plan?
Kazan would like to encourage Uhtred to use a sword in that battle.
Because I was like totally changing his way.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, everything he's saying is the opposite.
Don't worry, lad. I wasn't really considering it.
Ripping a tooth out and stabbing another cat with a tooth, though, would still be cool.
True, but a foolish man goes into an arena in a loincloth and no weapon.
All right. So what's the plan for today? The party's losing their boldness. They were so bold yesterday. Yesterday morning, they were like, "What are we gonna do?"
No,
Now
I mean,
everybody but Uhtred. Uhtred's still like, "Oh, but now I'm doing it."
no, I mean, I'm just, I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I'm thinking about Kassan's words about maybe taking the hit, but then of course, and then I have to deal with Aramis. But I wanted to do that anyway, so I'm just thinking today.
Okay.
I should have
I mean,
thought more yesterday.
My mind weighs heavy.
No, there was a lot of, I see a lot of like action going on here. This is I'm curious how this is going to come together. You guys weave an interesting tale, I'll say that. How about anybody else? Brickhill, you're good?
Brickhill is going down to the docks
Okay.
and talk to some of those dock boys that she made friends with, and then she's going to look to see if she sees her Atlantean friend up there swimming anywhere.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can definitely do that. I'm sure that she's probably there. Actually, no, right? Because you're still. Hold on.
No, by now I'm sure she would have studied that spell she wanted to study,
Yeah,
which was going to be Grace, by the way.
Yeah, you actually finished the 7 days of study yesterday. But then you could have been swimming every day anyway. So yeah, sure enough. Yeah, so you're there. I guess you're there, Crystal. From pneumonia, or what was the character's name? We lost so many characters.
Euphoria.
Euphoria. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you see Euphoria there. She's swimming. And you see your dock guys. They talk to you. There's a lot of ships coming and going. It's still the summer, so there's a lot of trade. Anything in particular you were looking to do, or just kind of?
No, she's just taking
beat on it?
She's just out, and when she sees Euphoria, she just talks to her briefly and asks her, say, we're leaving on a caravan very soon. Are you planning to come with us?
Euphoria would say, I spent a lot of time thinking, but I love the library here. I believe that for now, this is where I should stay. Attempt to fill its halls with many tomes and much knowledge.
Well, that will probably work best for you because you have the ocean here that you can swim in every day. I think where we're going, there won't be that much.
Indeed. But I thank you for your friendship, and should you ever find yourself here again, you always have a friend in me.
Yep, Brickhill reaches out and gives her a big old hug.
He'll accept it and, give you a hug back.
And that's it for Brickhill.
Oh, just like the Spice Girls. Okay, cool. So that's going on. So what's the plan? Does anybody want to do any prep or anything for tomorrow? Or
I do actually just want to go take a stroll around the palace. Let me just see just around the whole building. Just
all
to
right.
look.
Anybody else going?
Yeah, Uhtred to go.
Cool. Yeah. How about Olton?
Yeah, I'll go with.
Yeah. So you guys walk around. So let me. So it's number 7. Essentially, you've got this outer wall, and then it obviously doesn't look like that. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to use this actually, because 1 second, I'll get you a better picture. I will get you a better picture because I am so nice.
Just because I'm going to go in there and die.
You do what you got to do. It's so many options.
Yeah, I got to think. But yeah, show it to me.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna do it. So this is actually, I think this is actually an actual historical path that I'm using just as the basis for it, because the module doesn't actually have a map for it. Yep.
Would it be possible for Kassan to purchase a silver dagger today?
Would you rather suffocate or get shot?
What?
A silver dagger.
Yeah, you can go to the bazaar and buy a silver dagger, sure.
Okay.
They're fairly rare. Let me see.
In the book, it says rarely they're 25 gold or something. So.
Yeah. Yeah, high or low?
Low.
Okay, yeah. Do you find one? It takes you a little bit, but you can have them crafted, but they're not that common. But you happen to find a guy that's got one that he made for somebody else, and but then they never picked it up, so he sells it to you for 25. So it more or less looks like this. This is what I'm going to use for the map, just because I have it. So this area here, at near where it says A, there's like a ramp going up, and then you get the remember I said there was guards out front. They'd be can't try it. So when you pass through that first gates, then you get that large courtyard, the exposed to the sky. That's like the area where they would do in the martial training and stuff.
Right.
And then of course you go past that, and inside where you see basically you see all the skylights essentially. That's where the large room is where you guys met him the last time. But essentially this is what it looks like. The only thing that's different is that you see how on the left and right there are that's basically a walls. Those walls aren't there. So if you were to you couldn't come in from the left or right of the thing, which would be the top of the bottom. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, you'd have to climb the wall.
Yeah. So these over here, this is not there. It's flat. Just pretend that's not there. I can't really. But, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically this wall that you see around where the front is, it goes around the whole thing at that size. It doesn't have those extra walls coming off because it's not that big.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, you wouldn't have to climb. I mean, you could climb the wall, of course. You could walk up the ramp in the front, but then of course that's the most obvious. One very obvious thing about it though is that there is lots, as you notice, there's lots and lots of in order to have light, there's lots and lots of skylights, if you will, or open courts. So you see all that open space. And you would have noticed that when you were there before, but that's more or less what it looks like. You obviously don't know what the inside looks like. You almost did, but unfortunately, a low reaction roll from the guy at the temple did not get you that. So that's basically, that much of it from walking around.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, it's certainly not impenetrable, and you can actually, we can go right in there if you want. I mean, obviously, when he's in session. So during the, if he's not there for the, for the fight, then, if you walk up, they're going to be well, he's not here, he's not seeing people. So they're not going to let you in then. So if you want to get in during that period, if that's still your plan, you'll have to break in or sneak in or climb the wall or whatever.
Right.
Or kill the guards.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Without Uhtred.
Right. That's what I'm thinking he's going to be fighting. I just have one more question.
Go
Is there a way, any way, to get a message to the satrap's wife?
Yeah, well, she sits with him when she's doing that. You can just walk in and sit and talk to her. Just hand it to her. Write on a piece of paper.
Yes, isn't it right in front of everybody?
Oh, secretly.
Yeah.
I mean, you would know that they have, slaves that come in and out. So think on that for a second while my tea's boiling.
Oh, God. What do you think, guys? Should I just bail?
I mean, Kassan's already given you his opinion, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I am fighting some saber-tooth tigers for you now.
Yeah, I think you might have done that anyway.
Well,
I know
let's just
Brighild,
say
what
I
Brighild
wasn't-
thinks.
Let's just say I wasn't considering fighting again until this came up. No pressure.
Sorry, yeah. So I don't know if I said that really quickly because I ran out. A way to get something to her secretly might be through one of the slaves. You know, you guys really haven't interacted with too many people from the palace. So, short of like giving her a note or somehow, giving her a wink or something when you go in there,
Right, yeah.
getting her alone. I mean, she went to you last time, if you remember. So she does
Yeah.
know Panessa. Well, she and Panessa and Tan, but yeah, it's pretty easy to actually see her, but to do it secretly, those would be kind of your options. Maybe giving it to a servant or a slave, or maybe just somehow trying to let her know that you want to see her secretly somehow. She doesn't speak thieves' cant probably, so wouldn't try that.
I don't think I do either. Yeah. Oh, boy.
But yeah, so that's basically your situation. If she's not impossible to get to, just if you want to do it secretly, you'll need to be clever.
Okay.
So what do you guys think? Are we leaving Xambaala in a quiet, peaceful way? Or in a mess?
What if you went there and said you had a gift for her and put a note within the gift?
I just do it out in the open like that,
Uhtred rolls his eyes and walks back to the Saturn's luck.
Uhtred does things directly.
Yes, he does.
Hide in plain sight, as they say.
Right. Does she go with the satrap to the arena?
That is a good question. Because you did see them arrive once. Was she with him? Let me just see. She was not with him when you saw them last time.
Okay. I'm going to take a chance and see if one of her slaves will give her a note.
Okay. How are you going to do that?
Well, I'm just going to walk right up to one of the guards and ask for speak to one of her ladyship's servants.
To what end?
The guard asked me that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I say, I have a note for her, just for her. And I think she's so beautiful and powerful, and I just want to express my appreciation.
So why not bring it before her yourself?
Well, I'm shy.
I see.
Shy in front of the powerful, She kind of looks at him meekly.
Okay. Give it to me. I will give it to the servant.
I can trust you, right? And she kind of
course.
bats her eyes at him.
What's your charisma?
My charisma is 15.
Okay, so do you get a reaction mod? You probably do. 15 should
I
have a
do
reaction.
+1.
Nice. Okay, good. It wouldn't matter the first time, but yeah, he looks at you. he says, yeah, of course. He sticks out his hand for the note.
Well, she says, I'll give him. Well, when did I have time to write a note? Can we say I wrote one?
Yeah, of course. I
Okay.
assumed you had a note written before.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Okay. I just didn't know. Yeah. I will give it to.
Otherwise, that would have been awkward. Here's the servant.
Don't have a note. Yeah. All right. I'll give it to him.
Okay, he takes it. He says, I will bring it to her.
Okay.
Who can I say dropped it off?
Just say a friend of a friend who wants to give her a ring. She'll know. She'll know what that.
Ring. Okay, I will tell her. And then he just turns and immediately calls like one of the lesser guards over, and he says, "Bring this to the I don't know what her title will be. The Saptrap S servant, and say it's from a friend that wants to give a ring." He hands it to like a lower guard, who then walks in.
Okay.
He turns back and he says,
Thank you, and I'll just kind of.
"You're very welcome."
I'll tip him. I'll give him a gold piece.
Oh. Okay. Probably should have done that first.
Yeah, probably.
So he takes it. He says, well, thank you, my lady. Have a great day.
You too.
So what does this note say? Do you want to write it for me? Or are you going to just tell me?
I'll tell you. It just says, I know that you met my friend, she met Tan, right, in the thing. And I could use your help to try to divest your husband of a powerful item that I don't think should be in his possession. And it'll just have a P.
Okay. Interesting. Excellent. All right, and then what are you going to do? Go back so that everyone's luck?
I'll go
Wait
back to
for
Setter.
Okay.
Yeah, if there is a response, or yeah. Actually, I would go kind of hang out around the I don't remember the name of the inn that she met Tan in.
Oh yeah, I don't either. I don't know if I even said what there was a name.
I'm sure I wrote it down, but
It was like right there. She just put some in that was right there. So she pulls you to where she pulled him to the side. Yeah, you do that. Yeah, it's like a nicer inn, than where you've been staying. But you can get some pomegranate wine for.
Yeah, I'll just go in there and wait. And if this plan doesn't work, or if I hear the guards start to get all upset, then I'll forget it.
How long do you want to wait?
What time is it?
I'm assuming you went relatively early, so we'll say it's like noonish.
Okay, I'll wait.
Before noon.
We're not doing anything else today, as far as I know, so we will wait. I'll wait all day.
Okay. You wait there for a while, spending probably maybe even up to a gold piece worth of, hanging out, drinking pomegranate wine or whatever. Well, is anyone else going to do anything? Because where was Oltan this whole time? Did you go?
Yeah.
He didn't go, right? So everybody else is back at the stand. Like, was anybody else planning on doing anything? Cut forward.
Yeah, I want to sell those drafting compasses and those spectacles.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. There'll be. I'll do that in the loot thing. We do the.
Okay.
Okay, day goes by. And you. Sorry, I'm just making a note of that you're selling those. A couple of guards come in and they're talking kind of loud after a bit, like they start drinking. And you're like listening, of course, because you're trying to be aware of anything that's going on. And you overhear part of the conversation that the satrap has locked his wife away because apparently he believes that she's planning some kind of a coup. And of course, they can't believe it because they think that she's awesome.
Okay. So I sigh, and I'll go back to the Saturn's luck. Well, no. No, I will go talk to them. Buy them some wine.
Oh boy, okay. All right. Yeah. So you got two guards there. They see you approach and they say, "Oh yeah, of course, we always take some free wine."
Do it.
Just say, I heard about this. I heard you discussing. Is it true about the satrap's wife? Was she really planning a coup?
What? No, we weren't. That's not what we were saying. What do you mean? When did we say that? And then it's like, 'cause you have a big mouth. Well, I didn't know people would be listening. Then he gets down softer and he goes, apparently some woman came with a secret note and it was handed to the guard about stealing a magical staff.
That sounds awful.
I know.
I can't believe the satrap's wife would be involved in something like that.
Yeah, I don't believe it either. But there's been rumors about her, meeting up with other men. And so, he'll probably just hang her and then marry somebody else. That's what he did to the last one.
Oh, well, I'll make sure to keep this on the down low. I promise not to say anything.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure, but they were talking about canceling the arena fight tomorrow so that they could flay her publicly. But we're not sure.
That sounds awful.
I heard you can't actually feel it if they do it right.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the one to be flayed.
No, I certainly wouldn't be flayed either. It'd be terrible. And they keep drinking.
Okay.
And they say, so, I haven't seen you around. And they kind of eyeball you. They say, are you a bard? I see you have a musical instrument. What kind of, you have like a bagpipe or something? I don't know if I forget what you have.
I have a flute. Scampert had the bagpipe.
So they probably can't. All right, so for some reason they had a big instrument. Maybe they don't
I have a
see
harp. I have a harp case, so yeah, they would know. Yeah.
They say, oh, are you? You should play us some music. We love music.
Okay. Panista's feeling very guilty.
Order a jug of pomegranate wine, and more soldiers are coming in. As this is going on, like they kind of stop talking about specifics once more people start showing up. But yeah, they start egging you on to play and buying more and more wine.
Okay. I'll give him a couple songs. That's fine.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you play and you're having a good time. Well, maybe you're not. I mean, they're having a good time.
I am thinking, yeah.
Yeah, and they're getting pretty smashed, and maybe you're getting a little buzz on too because you've been there all drinking all day.
Get them
maybe slowly, but it's like, no, I'm sipping the beer, but been doing it for 12 hours. So,
Right.
so yeah, you got to. That's the progressive. The rest of you guys, you're kind of let me cut away from you a second. Everybody was just hanging out. Nobody was doing anything specific besides selling stuff. So it's getting later, and Pinesta has not shown up.
I was going to say, get them completely smashed so that they're passed out in the morning and
Right.
useless.
I mean, we could do some kind of con check if you want to try to get the treat the guards.
Cancel the arena fight. We'll show you.
Yeah, that's about all they know. I mean, nobody else really, obviously they're not going to, they got caught by you, but they're not going to let their friends know that you heard them talking about that. So they don't talk about it once people show up. Not without some really slick convo from you.
Yeah, I'm going real well today.
It's coming down real quickly.
I'll play him a few songs, but I do want to get back to my friends before the bell. I'm feeling very bad now, trying to involve the satrap's wife, so I have to think about that.
Oh, Tan. I'm sorry, Tan. She'll probably never join you. All right, yeah. So you play a couple songs, you drink. Eventually, like other people that are musical, or they start singing together. So it becomes a thing where you can kind of get away without it making a big scene of leaving. And certainly before the bell. You work your way back to Saturn's Luck and the rest of the party.
Pinesta goes up to Kasan and she says, and she's crying a little bit, tears.
Mhm.
I've made a right dog's dinner of things. You were right.
I am so often correct on so many manner of things. You're going to have to fill in the blanks here.
Yes.
Well, I tried to sneak a note to the satrap's wife, but I was intercepted in some way, or I just trusted the wrong guard. And they say they might cancel the arena fight tomorrow to have her flayed alive instead.
I see. Kasan, he has a look on his face like he's like trying to be calm, but internally he's just screaming bloody murder. Yeah, might be good to take that care of then. I'm out of town.
I lean back in my chair and fold my arms, and I look over at Uhtred. And I say, what do you think? What are you thinking, my friend?
Well, I didn't cause this problem.
Nope.
But are we to leave this woman?
No, of course not. If they cancel my fight, we shall rescue her.
Oh, is that what we're gonna do? I see.
Just throwing the options out.
You wanted to be a hero, didn't you?
I do not recollect those words ever coming from my mouth.
Part of being an adventurer.
All right. And what are we to do once we rescue her?
Well, do we know where she's being kept?
I mean, you would know because they probably would have said that. Yeah, she's being kept in the palace. There's like an area where the it's like a prison basically. It's the only prison really because usually they don't usually imprison people unless they're political prisoners. So it's in the actual palace. Yeah, we'll say it's in that little ziggurat because that's a cool place for a prison to be. After now, let me show you the picture again.
Okay, from what I understand,
Why would you not be?
From what I understand, they believe that she has co-conspirators that are going to attempt to overthrow the sand trap, which means they will be expecting co-conspirators to come bust her out of prison, which means this really isn't our business anymore. We should take that care of that out of town as soon as we get the opportunity.
Is Brickhild still among us?
I'd say she's back now, yeah, because it's nighttime.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I thought Penn was just talking to Kassan. I didn't know we were all present at this conversation. My understanding
no,
was
I think-
just Penn
I'm
and
pretty sure-
Kassan.
I'm sorry. I thought. Let me just check with Pernesta, but I thought she came back and told the whole party.
Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
told all of you.
Yep, I
Sorry,
misunderstood. That's my fault.
That's all right. So I would look over at Brigild then, or Brigild, and say, well, how do you feel about it?
She looks at you and she says nothing for the longest time. Then she goes, the Newton boy here, what's his name? Kassan? He has just come up with the best ideal that anyone has. I am not getting involved in local politics. It is none of my business. I am leaving on the caravan and going on an adventure that is made for me.
So with that, I would look back at Penesta and Uhtred.
Did Panesta tell us that she was playing for the guards and they were how drunk they were?
Yeah, but they're not the guards in the palace, are they?
They were palace guards, weren't they?
Yeah, the bar itself was filled with palace guards. Yeah, they're clearly probably off-duty guards. They were on duty during the day, and now they're off. Yeah, they are palace guards, dressed as palace guards in their uniforms, etc. I don't know if Vanessa told you or not, though. That's
Yeah, I probably did.
Oh, Chud, I can see where your mind is going, but no. I gotta say, Brickhild, I'm with you on this. If you wouldn't mind company on your adventure, a dashing rogue could be a nice companion.
I guess-
Yes, I will be there when the caravan leaves out. I do not know about the others. That is their own wisdom and their own choices they must make.
I guess the point is that sometimes we make good decisions, and sometimes our decisions are not so good. This satrap's wife, while the note may have got her caught, my understanding is that she has been. I know that there are rumors that she's been plotting against him for quite some time. So she was destined to be caught, more than likely, at some point. Anyway, so at this point, we have to ask ourselves, is it wise for some of us to go in and hope we can get her out and risk death and being chased down? Or do we just let what was probably going to play out, or what was probably going to play out anyway, just go ahead and play itself out, and then we leave this I don't mean actually cursed town, but this cursed town. This place is not. Xambaala is not a fine place.
That's literally what they have on their T-shirts. Xambaala, not a fine place.
Not a fine place, right? And Aramis is a snake man.
And it's just,
You may be wise, Ultan. I have made a mess of things.
It is a part of life. You may have made a mess of things, but you did it. The mess was made with the intention of doing good.
But I think since the guard knows me who I handed the note to, that I'm probably gonna have to shave my head at this point. It's just so you all know, don't be shocked. Because yeah.
It wouldn't be my first choice for you, but perhaps we could just lie low. But again, I reiterate, you were attempting to do good and nothing good came of it. One could say it's your bad luck, and that's an easy thing for you to do. But one could also say that it is karma coming back upon the woman. How do we know? Do not fret over what has happened too much. That woman made her own choices as well, and now she'll pay for them. As much as I hate to see it, and I would like to rescue her too. At this point, there's nothing we can do.
Uhtred kind of gruffly stands up, so hard that the chair just kind of pushes out quickly behind him and maybe tips over. He storms out of the room.
Is that one bedded the lady that you're trying to rescue? He seems upset that you're not going after her.
I don't think I don't think so. If anyone did anything with her, it was oh, Daniel. Oh, you're killing me. I'm gonna come through the screen at you. Anyway, I say I don't.
I'm just reminding you what you know.
Yeah. But nobody else wants to.
Which is why I'm sending it to you.
Right.
It's up to you.
I'll tell Brighild, I don't think he was betting her. I think if anybody did anything with her, it was our friend who's no longer here.
Yes.
Who decided to seek his fortune across the world.
It does not always take landing a woman in bed in order to feel. The man simply wishes to do the right thing, or what he thinks is the right thing.
Yes, as do I. The right thing for me to do is to leave this, as you call it, forsaken city.
Yes. And I don't necessarily disagree with you. My unusually tall friend, but he's just thinking about someone other than himself, and it's not something that we should fault him for.
No, I'm not giving fault at all. Believe me, it seems like he has more emotional contact to her than one should.
I mean, I don't know whether. I don't think he's ever been around her. So. But yes, he is honorable.
But each must choose their own path, and whatever your path is, you do what you should do. And if you show up on the morning the caravan leaves, I myself will be there waiting, and I believe Kassan will be also. But you three make your choices on what you need to do, what you feel is right, and follow that path.
And at that, it's a perfect time for us to take a 5-minute break, and you guys can think about what you want to do.
Awesome. That'll be an 8 buck.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I was starting to think that like maybe I'd been kicked or something. They didn't tell me.
No, I'm I'm writing a note to Pinesta. Is everybody else back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yep.
Okay. Give me 1 second, guys.
Oh, freaking fireworks. Hang on, I'm gonna close my windows.
That's not going to help.
Well, it
Especially
might
when-
help a little.
Especially when they're right across the street.
Okay. This is probably not the best English or whatever, but because I'm just doing it really quickly.
Oh well.
All right. So it is evening. You are talking, right? I guess by now you're probably back at your place. You hear a knock at the door. And you hear then you see, I should say, a like a parchment slide underneath, folded in half, and on it is written is the letter P.
Mm-hmm.
Did I send that to you? There it is.
Oh, there it is.
So is it fair to say then that the fight has been canceled?
Nope.
No, the fight is not canceled. Yeah, as Pinesta will probably tell you. How much of it she's going to tell you is the whole.
Ooh. That's awesome. I mean, me as Nikki says that, not Pinesta. Out of character.
Well, we'll see.
Right. Okay. Okay. This was at night or in the morning, you said?
It is the evening still. It's well, I mean, it's still light out, obviously, but it's after the bell.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not the morning yet. The fight, by the way, is at noon, and the bell rings at 6 a.m. So you'll basically have 6 hours of time from the bell until the combat.
Okay. I will go
I don't
to
know if Okay, yeah, I don't know if you would discuss it with anybody tonight or if you're gonna wait till the morning.
I'm going to go to Uhtred tonight.
Okay.
And I will say, I got a note from someone who might not be a snake man.
Might not be.
Anyway, might not be. Still not sure. I don't know what to believe. And I know Brighild and Kassan are just waiting for the caravan, so I thought I would ask you.
Well,
The letter was signed A, so I'm going to assume that's Aramis. And I've assumed a lot lately, but I'm going to go with that.
Uhtred grumbles.
And I'll say, he has said that we will have the distraction that we need. That we, after the fight, the satrap's wife, Nefritil, will hang on a cross in the arena. That we can rescue her and meet Aramis at the place we were kept after he knocked us out.
Well, I don't know what kind of condition I'll be in, but sure willing to try.
I know that at this point I have to try. If it's my death, if the Black Gulf takes me now or tomorrow, then that's what happens. But you never know. I might get lucky. I did let Rel baptize me.
So she's to be hung after my fight.
She will hang on a cross during the fight, and then we will get the distraction we need, rescue her from the arena, and meet A, which at this point I don't know who to trust, so I'm bringing this to you because I've made so many mistakes the past couple of days.
Well, you're just trying to do what you think is the right thing, I think.
Do you think we
And
should ask the
think-
others?
I think the right thing to do would be to try and help her. I couldn't just leave here knowing that she's going to suffer. I'd have to at least try.
Well, I'll tell the others in the morning and they can make their own choice.
As you say.
Okay, so we'll cut to the morning. Immediately in the morning, you actually get a messenger, Uhtred. As you guys are kind of getting down to the Saturn's Luck or wherever you normally meet.
He probably wants measurements from my loincloth.
Yeah, exactly. It's the guy from the it's one of the kids from the arena. And he basically tells you what you kind of already got a little bit from Pinesta. They're going to hang the Satrap's wife from a cross in the center of the arena. And she'll hang there while you fight. And then once, you have killed the tigers, then they're going to flay her. So it should be a good showing. They're expecting good money. So they're pretty psyched.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And I'll flip him a silver piece.
Excellent. He takes it. Thank you. And you will have that loincloth ready for you.
Preferably male lined.
Yes, of course. It's AC 5, but only there.
Right. So I'm constantly shoving my groin in front of myself.
Exactly. Defend with the groin.
Pelvic thrust.
Oh boy.
So everybody's together. I don't know how much you want to tell people or what you want to do, but that's what you got. You got 6 hours.
I'm going to tell the rest of the party what I'm assuming you all heard what I told Uhtred last night. I will tell them. I'm going to say Uhtred seems to think we should try and help her. I don't know who to trust anymore. I need your input.
Brickyard listens to you and she looks at you and she says, "As I have said, I will be waiting for you at the caravan if you come, and if not, best of luck to you. It is not my affair. I do not know these people. It is not my affair."
As I said, sometimes Rel must understand when bets are hedged against him. I will wait for you at the caravan as well.
Okay, I respect your decisions. Wiltan?
Well, I find myself conflicted because the two of you seem committed and two of you seem completely uncommitted. And here I am standing in the middle. If I choose not to go, then I have surely sent the two of you to your death. And if I choose to go, and it is only the three of us, then there's a good chance that I join you in that same death.
I look at Ultan and I say, it's all right to not want to join your god just yet. This has been my obsession since learning of the snake men. This could be my fight if if like I said before, if the Black Gulf wants me, it'll have me.
So, out of character, I have a question. And I'd like to possibly use a spell, but I don't think this is how the spell is designed.
Okay.
But based on the name of the spell, it doesn't make sense that it wouldn't work sort of this way. So I randomly rolled for my spells, and I have the spell Omen.
Okay. Let me look.
Typically, the way that works is with Omen, it's like I can like cast it, touch someone, and it kind of gives me a very brief like look into their like extreme immediate like future. So it's almost like it's a combat spell, like what's going to happen, and it gives them the opportunity to duck. But it's like, could I possibly do Omen as maybe a ritual to see if I get an idea of whether this is a good omen, a bad omen about helping them? Let me hold on, Let me actually look it up. Sorcerer reveals to himself or another recipient an omen regarding the near future. The next time the recipient makes an attack roll or a saving throw, 3 rolls may be made and the best result selected. So it's like you have this spell called Omen, but it's apparently just for attacks.
Yeah, it's not like right.
So I can't request from Yunde an omen of this decision. Doesn't work that way.
No, I mean, not really, especially since that's actually one of the Runegraver's power skills to do exactly what you're saying.
Well, no, that was the cleric.
No, I understand that.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
I mean, if it was something that nobody could do, then maybe we could figure. I mean, it's literally that is something the Runegraver could do. Runegraver could do. So I don't know that you'd be able to do it. You could seek somebody to do it for you. I mean, a Runegraver, right? Because that's one of the Runegraver. I mean, I'm saying like it's because it's already their skill.
Yeah.
It'd be like saying I'm a fighter, but I want to pick a lock. Well, that's not really your skill, so you can't really.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think they do it without actually casting a spell, though, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, exactly. It's their ability. They throw sticks, right? That being said, I mean, you certainly could go pray for guidance. I mean, I mean, I have no way. I mean, out of meta, like I have no way of knowing how it's going to go. I mean, whether it couldn't really tell the other. What I will say is, if you cast it and you then it'll give, even though it technically is only supposed to be good for one turn, I will allow you to cast it further in advance in this case, if you want to grant somebody and the extra rolls, whether it be you or somebody else's, because normally it only lasts 10 minutes. So usually, I guess you cast it right before you go into combat.
Yeah.
But since you're not really going to be in a position to do that, I would allow that you could cast it ahead of time. Maybe get like most of it done and then just do the final, like, however we want to, finesse it.
All right.
But that I would allow this time. But I think seeing the future like that, without going to like an oracle, maybe is beyond the scope of what you'd be able to do.
So we'll do it the old-fashioned way then. Hold on.
A coin.
I said, give me a few moments of prayer.
Yeah.
Just kind of leave them to themselves while I go into prayer for just a moment.
All right. Yeah. So, what did I say about this? Yeah. I just told that's my train of thought. Yeah. So basically, what you get from the setup is that right, they're going to put her out there on display. They'll probably do stuff to her, like make the charges or whatever, and then you'll do your fight, and then so she's going to be there the whole time, hanging there. Does the other people who aren't going to be involved in the rescue want to even go to the combat, or are you just going to like not go anywhere near there? So that's Kassan and
Brickyard is actually going to stay as far away from there as she can. She just feels it's not her fight.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Kassan's already talked about this with people. He wants to make it obvious that he is staying away from that situation. So he'll stay by the caravans.
Yeah, well, there's no caravan there yet, but yeah. So,
So
yeah.
he'll stay
Speaking to
far away,
Kassan,
is all I'm saying.
speaking to Kassan, by the way, a young boy comes into the Saturn's Luck, and he kind of looks at you, and he points at you and says,
Gaston takes a small gulp and says, family matter. I'll be back. And he leaves.
So the boy says, he walks out and he starts walking down the street. So you get away from people. He's walking, for you to follow him. And he says, so, my cousin told me that he told you not to mess with our uncle, but it seems like you have, because now all of a sudden, how do they say it? People are riled up.
I attempted to deliver the message that uncle should not be messed with, and that message was not received. I'm staying out of it as best I can. I'm leaving on the caravans as soon as they leave, if given that opportunity.
He looks at you and he says, well, I hope that you make it till tomorrow. And then he runs off into the crowd.
Yikes.
Yeah, Kassan really didn't expect any less.
You're sowing seeds. When you sow seeds, it comes back to you. You can blame Nikki.
You can actually blame me. I'm sorry.
So,
This is what adventure is made of.
yes, I have spent time in prayer, and it seems that Yunde would see that I would stand beside you. The signal was not that strong, but it was there. So
I'm sorry. It's like Rush doesn't want to, but his character wants to.
I don't know if I want to. That's the thing. If it were all of us,
His character, I don't want to do this.
but yes, we will try to. The problem is, the question is, if we rescue his wife off the cross, where do we go from there? Because we just ride off into the desert and.
We have to meet Aramis.
Oh yes.
Oh,
yes.
you weren't there. Zulia was there. In the ancient ruins, right, Daniel? That's where we met him, right? Or where we woke up. There was ruins.
Right, the one where you tunneled your way out. Basically, that cave there. You were like locked in the cave.
Oh,
Where you guys came up later and then burned all the stuff.
I thought that was the first time.
Yeah,
It
it
says the
was.
same place. Same place. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, when you tried to assassinate him, that was the first time, right?
Oh, I thought we had gotten knocked over the heads in the street before that. But
Yeah,
I'm-
we got knocked in the head, and
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Aramis's guards had took us out in the middle of the desert.
No, the first
Right.
time was the slaves. The slaves knocked us out.
That's right. Yeah, but you ended up in the same place both times.
The same place. Okay. So
Yeah.
those ruins.
You are right. That was the first time that you went through the. Yeah, you ended up in the same place.
That's where we're supposed to meet the Schrodinger snake man. So I don't know what'll happen.
Well, let's get to it.
Uhtred will stand and look at Panesta and Voltan, and he'll nod to both of them, and he'll leave and head off to the arena.
Awesome. Actually, let me just say I was wrong. No, yeah, it was two different places, but either way, they're both in the desert and they're both ruins. I mean, you know where to meet them.
Okay.
They're outside the city in ruins.
All right.
That's right, because that was the second time.
Yeah.
I mean, you know now that he may have been involved with the slaves, but you didn't know that the first time. So, anyways. Okay, so Uhtred, so you go to the arena to go do your stretches and get yourself ready. Prep yourself. Does anybody else want to do anything else before this whole thing happens? Like, what is the plan? I'm assuming
I'm just gonna go back to Briggold and Kassan and shake both of their hands and just be like, with if Yunde willing, I will see you at the caravan soon, my friends. But
Yes, we will wait until we can wait no longer and have to leave out with the owner of it.
understand. But the gods have spoken, and this must be done.
I am going to take my silver dagger and I am going to shave my head before we go.
Yes.
I don't have a picture yet, but I will for the next time.
Totally punk rock.
well, I mean, well, we'll see what happens.
If there is a next time. Yep.
Well, no, I mean, if it jumps, if we get out of Xambaala by the end of the session and we start the next module, months will have gone by, so you won't have to.
Oh, I can have my hair
We're
back.
actually going to jump into the future like 8 months. So
So Daniel, I'm not sure what my AC is in a loincloth.
nothing basically. I think you get a bonus because you're a barbarian if you're
I
wearing
do it.
nothing.
+1 AC, and it does say shield is allowed.
Right. So +1 AC is fine. Oh, you want to use a shield? Is that what you said?
That shield is allowed, so. Says
Oh, with that.
agile is +1 AC bonus when unarmored and unencumbered. Shield allowed.
Okay, yeah. So even if you have a shield, I mean, a shield's less cool, but if you want to have a shield, you can. So it'll be 10 plus 1 and then plus dex. If you have a dex bonus.
I do, which is 1.
All right, so 12 and 13 if you use a shield, or 13 if you use a shield. I think there's one shield that has more bonus, but I can't. It's only against missile fire that you get a higher bonus.
Right.
Oh yeah, you can definitely do that if you want to use a shield. Shield's pretty badass. I mean, loincloth and shield is a classic.
Well, now I have a plan in my head that I need to survive this battle for sure. So I need to do whatever I have to do.
Oh hell yeah! No, I'm down. I will assume just for the fact that you know that you're gonna, if this goes down, you're gonna actually leave the city. That you'll leave all the stuff that you like your armor and stuff with the rest of the party.
Yeah, I figured I would probably have that in one of my bags actually for him.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hassan would like to talk to Brighild alone.
Okay, we'll all leave.
Chat
If that's possible. Like, you know,
Well,
away
just-
from the rest of the party.
Just send me a message in if you don't want nobody else to know it.
Oh, yeah, okay, true. All right.
If you don't want people to actually know it, then yeah. then we
I
should-
mean, it doesn't matter if everyone knows it, I guess. Kassan wants to just tell Brighild, basically, that due to things beyond his control, there are eyes looking for him. He wants to know if something happens, if she would have his back, or if he should stay away from her.
And that's when she told me that, like, she couldn't find her parents couldn't find her, the police couldn't find her, like, she was.
She looks at you and she goes, "Why do you people get involved in stuff that has nothing to do with you here? I don't understand you people.
Yeah, you're
You're
right.
strange people, but if they come in here and try to do something to you in front of me, and I guess I could say I'm involved, then I will do something if it's here in the Saturn's luck, but just try to make it to the caravan in the morning. Do your best."
Talk about this is in person.
Yes, I understand.
Watch TV.
All right. So are you going to stay at Saturn's Luck, or are you going to skip town? Like, what's your plan, Gasson?
Oh,
Are you hanging out with Brighill, or are you going to leave and go somewhere else?
yeah. I mean, I'll stay with Brighild since she says that. You know.
Okay, awesome. All right. And the other two are going to go, I guess, to the arena and spectate. Ernesta and Holton.
Yep.
With a shaved head. All right.
With a shaved head, yep.
Awesome. Oh man, Vanessa has had so many looks. And all right, cool. We will jump to just before the noonday. The arena's filling up. You've been there for a while now, Uhtred. So you saw when they brought in the satrap's wife, whose name I keep forgetting, so I just call her that. Her name is Nefertil. Nefertil.
Yep.
Nefertil, yeah. So Nefertil is brought in, with like robes or whatever, and then they basically strip her down, and they tie her to this large cross in the center of the arena. Some people are already there, watching, of course. Paid extra to get in to see this, and they basically put her up on this cross. She's just tied on, You can see though, like her clothes were a bit tattered, that she's been whipped, and she doesn't look like she's in great shape, but she's definitely awake, and she's not saying much, but you can see like fire in her eyes, like she's not going down easy. That's for sure.
Would they have brought her past Uhtred? I mean, we've been within to see each other, so he definitely would have tried to, catch eyes with her, just to, and nod at her, like, kind of let her know that she's not alone.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Just kind of give her a nod, comforting nod kind of thing.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can see that she just like deep in thought, and then she kind of catches that you're looking at her, and she looks at you at first, like, and then you give her that, and she goes, and she yeah. And yeah, she's strapped up there, and then of course they kind of leave her alone. She's just baking in the sun.
Is it a very tall cross, or is it like a X that's on the ground?
No, it's high enough that the tigers can't get to her really. So it's like, I'd say her feet are probably around the 6 foot mark. It's basically they dug a hole in the ground, like a post hole, and then they just like picked it up and and dropped it in there. So yeah, she's up there. Sorry, there's a fly right on my light, and I'm gonna try to get it. Oh, I got it. I got it.
Doesn't count. You didn't use chopsticks.
I know. I was thinking that same thing. I got it, and then I didn't think it was still alive. So we'll see if it comes back. Wow, you never catch a fly. I guess it was blinded.
Still a Daniel San move.
Yes.
Oh,
I love it.
well played.
Yeah,
No inspiration for you. I'm going to make my own game and call it anti-inspiration. So the worst pun or joke that you make, you get it. All right. So yeah, we're good. The arena starts to fill up. You guys get in there as usual. They have in the beginning. You guys probably see. Well, you definitely sees because you're in the blood tower. But maybe you guys see too if you hang out outside because you know what's going to happen. You see Aramis. You see some other rich people that you don't know. You see the high priest of Helios. You see the satrap, and he actually has with him, you think, possibly the staff, because he has something wrapped in a kind of a cloak kind of thing, and he's carrying it. And you can see that people feel a little uneasy around him, which you've noticed before from the staff. So he seems to have it with him, and they have an entourage of warriors. And they go up into the blood tower, up to the top. So once he's up there, he doesn't say anything. He just kind of stares. And one of his, head nobles, whatever, the guards, whatever, that kind of lifts off the charges. Treason, murderous intent, theft, whatever. There are all kinds of charges that they put against her. And then the satrap just stands up. And he does that Roman thing, and the whole place goes wild, because everybody loves to see everybody get killed. But then of course they're going to start with Uhtred's fight. So Uhtred, you are in the arena. You're kind of near her. I mean, she's basically in the center. There, you have your sword, you have your shield, and your loincloth. The rest of you guys are, if you took the cheap seat, you're basically right around the edges. Yeah, they're about to let tigers out. Does anybody want to do anything before the tigers come out?
I'd want to be around the edges in the middle so that I'd be as close to the cross as possible. Like, not like on the other end of the arena from where it is.
Okay, yeah. She's kind of in the center, so you can be like, I'll show you.
Like the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. So she's basically right where the 5 is. So if you were, more or less, so you could be like, right above or below it, like how there's a little like indents there, you could be there. That'd be like a clip right close to her.
Fine.
Just so you know, the way in, at least the way that Uhtred goes in and out, is right by that other tower, number 6. But there is actually an exit pretty close to you as well. It's like more of a public exit.
So
Awesome.
I lean over and I just kind of say, so do we have a plan or are we just winging this thing?
Well, what I was gonna do is, well, I'm too short really to cut her down. I have to climb it unless you can reach her.
I'm out here.
Yeah, you are. I'm talking to Ultan.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, because you guys haven't talked since you've seen her because Uhtred's been.
yeah.
separate.
I'm not that tall. But Uhtred reaches his sword. He should be able to. He might be able to get her. You're pretty good at climbing, though. You could just.
I can
Well,
try to.
also-
Yes.
Also, just so it's clear, just because that wasn't clear, I mean, you can lift the crossbow out of the ground if you're
Yeah.
strong.
There's that.
I mean,
too.
people put it in, but a strong person. I mean, it won't be pleasant when she comes down, but you could theoretically pull the cross down. So there's multiple ways to get it down.
So we'll
Just
just
so it's clear how.
get the
How tall
cross
is it?
down, cut her loose.
And
And then she'll
then
just pull.
I was hoping that she would trust me. I would take the shrink potion and I could carry her, and nobody would know where she was.
My God, woman. That's way better than what I had in mind. Well, we're still going to have to run because,
We are, but at least
Yeah, I
we're
mean-
not. She's not obviously with us.
yes. Understand. Okay.
Also, I mean, I don't know what your plan was there. Just so you have those camels as well. I'm not sure where they are, or if you want to utilize them at all, or are you just like going to go on foot? Like,
So
what's your
I
plan?
was going to actually look to see about trying to look for horses to steal. I didn't realize we still had the camels. So
Well, I mean, you own the camels, so you could certainly steal horses. There are.
I just forgot we had the camels. So
Yeah, they don't. Right, exactly. The satrap near the satrap's place, and also in Aramis's place, there's horses, but of course they're both behind walls. But
No,
you do actually own camels, so
I would bring 3 of the camels right to where the entrance would be, so we can hop on and go.
okay. Yeah, I mean you can get them pretty close. You know, you got to like tie them up or stable them with a boy or whatever.
How tall is the cross, Daniel?
What's that?
How tall did you say the cross?
Total, it's probably so her feet are about 6 feet off, and she's like about. So let's say the cross itself is like maybe 12 foot tall. From top to bottom, her feet are around the 6 foot mark. So her hands are probably like another 5 feet above that.
Okay.
So if you lift it out of the hole and let it fall, like Panesta and I should be able to grab the 2 cross beams that fall, and it actually should be a fairly light landing. So, I mean, I got a fishing pole that's that tall, so it's, 2 people trying to catch her, she falls. I mean,
Yeah, catching her. I thought you meant like letting it hit the ground would be light.
No, like as it falls, we can each catch one wing of the cross, Panesta and I, and while he's holding on to the base, and we should be able to let it down pretty lightly, and then cut her loose without banging her on the ground.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
Yeah, assuming we have that kind of time, and Aramis is not just bullshitting.
and we're not dead. We could be dead before we even get there.
You're not the only ones with the whole thieves guild going after Cassian. All right, so you can blame Nesta for that. Okay, so the crowd's cheering. They released the tigers, and of course, I mean, tigers don't really just attack people for no reason, right? I mean, so they got to like prod them out there, and they look like they clearly have not eaten. And they kind of prod them out and piss them off, and then they close the gates. So now they're all pissed off, and they're kind of circling around. Then they see you, Uhtred. They're probably about maybe 30 feet away. Yeah, we will. Let's do initiative. So D6. 4.
2.
2. All right. They are charging at you. Their movement is, they're fast. So the Smilodons charge at you. I will say, though, that it'll be pretty hard for all 3 of them to attack you at once. So I'm going to just have the first round, only one of them is going to attack you, but after that, 2 at least can be able to get on you. So this first one charges forward and tries to scratch you. Saber tooth, claw, bite. Okay, so it's got 2 claws and a bite. So here we go, claw. Ooh, that's not good. Let me just see what it means. first of all, it's okay. So it's 4. What's your armor class? 12, 13?
13, I think you said.
If you have the shield, it's 13. Yeah. Okay. So they need. Oh, hold on. What am I talking about? I'm doing armor class backwards. 9 to 1 for the thing is 8, and then 7, 6. So 6. Okay. Too many different systems. All right. So armor class 6, they will need a 10 to hit you. Okay. So that hits you. 1 claw hits. 2 claws hit. Oh no. And a bite. This first one comes at you. Oh, the mighty Uhtred might be in trouble, actually. It's a good thing you're not just fighting barehanded, because you're screwed. All right, so D4. So 1 point for the first claw, 3 for the second, and the bite is deadly, though. 4, 6 for the bite.
10 damage total.
Yeah. So this thing just... and you're like right in kind of in the middle of the arena. And of course, Nefertiti, she screams, ah! You know, she sees you
It's
getting
called
mauled.
Nif.
But it is your turn.
All right, I will swing at the one that bit me. So 16 AC of 1.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, their AC is actually pretty low. It's 6. So
That's 9 damage.
okay, it does not kill it, but it is very, very wounded as it reels backwards. And as that happens, you hear, and actually you guys kind of see, probably just too involved in not dying to really notice all of this, that you have seen like slaves that were kind of like walking around into the thing, serving people, do whatever. Many of them pull from their loincloths, I guess, knives, and start hacking people in the arena. Like they literally just start attacking people. And outside you can hear screaming of the soldiers fighting. And you hear the foreign language to you guys of Ixian mixed with Eskimo of the slave class, as they seem to be a huge commotion happening outside, like a massive commotion of battle going on, and you can smell smoke. So let's roll initiative.
Holy shit.
Now's our time.
1 for them.
I
Go
roll
ahead.
2.
All right, you go first. And you get 2 attacks this round. You have 1 there's 3 on you now. They all moved up, but only 1 attacked you. That first one's really hurt, but the other 2 are.
My attacks up, one on the one that's almost dead, and then second attack on the other. Okay.
Absolutely.
That's 18, so that's 1 again.
Okay.
That's going to be 7 damage.
Nice. That one goes down.
Swing. 14, so 17, so AC 2.
That hits.
10 damage.
Okay. This one's a bit bigger than the other one, and so it put a good hit into it, and it's hurt, but not nearly as hard as the first one was. As it happens, of course, she screams out again. You guys can smell the smoke, and like people are getting up from the bleachers now and starting to like panic and run.
So how tall are the walls from where we're like, if we're right down in the front row?
150 feet.
50 feet?
150 feet. Well, what do you mean? The walls into the fighting space?
Yes.
None. You're on the ground floor. You're in the cheap seat. You're literally on the floor of the arena.
Oh shit!
No wall.
I thought that we were up. Okay, well, shit. I was gonna have her slap me and make me fall into the arena and all kinds of stuff.
You could literally just get up. I mean, you're literally on benches right at the edge of. You could run right into it if you really
If
want to. It's very
everybody else
dangerous.
is running, are the Smilodons pretty much on Uhtred right now?
They are because he's engaging with them, and nobody obviously nobody's helping Uhtred. Some people at the very top seem to be trying to defend themselves against these slaves. People that are in the low seats like you, which are mostly the lower class people and the poor people, most of them don't have weapons. They're actually just trying to run. So they're like trying to run up the gates.
Since there's no wall, I'm just gonna grab Panessa by the arm, and I'll just be like, do we go now?
Yeah, let's run. Let's do it now.
All right.
This is
So-
the distraction.
That's our vote. So since it's our turn in the initiative, we're just going to break for a run right for the cross.
Okay. You can run twice your movement, so you could
Yeah.
probably get to it, I would imagine. So that's how you get to the cross this round, but that's it. I mean, you won't be able to.
That's cool.
And of course, you're putting yourself in the pass of the two tigers.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course.
so not the only target.
Another target, exactly. Which is like, please.
Well,
don't
that's
get a
why I
target.
was going to have her slap me. I was going to like pretend to grope her and have her slap me into the arena. And I was going to be like flailing about, screaming like, get me out of here, hoping that one of them would come after me. So, but it was like, oh, then here comes all the murder hobos.
Well, since you have to move your full movement, they're going to. You won't get there until after they go. So
That's fine.
they're actually both going to attack Uhtred, unfortunately, before you get there.
Yeah,
So-
no, that's
All right. So first one hits just barely with the claw, misses with the claw, misses with the bite. Okay, that's good. Actually, that's not too bad. 2 points for the first guy. Scratches you. That was the one you hit with the sword. Maybe it was hesitant to attack you. Second one, oh shit. Second one crits with the claw.
God damn.
I'll do that in a second. Misses with the other claw. Oh. Lost it. Roll that one. Actually, it's better that it critted with the claw than the bite. And then hits with the bite. So it's going to roll a crit. So it's a d6, which is a 3. It's a monster. So a 3 gives +2 damage. So the first claw gets +2. So 5 damage with that first claw. Holy crap. And then we've got the bite, which is the serious one. 6, 7. So you take 12. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you still up?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. He's like a 3rd level barbarian. He's like, yeah. It'd take a couple more rounds. Yeah, I actually think you probably beat these things. All right, but that's it. So now you guys are basically at the bottom of the cross. Some of the guards clearly see you running out there, and they're going to start running towards you. But they are certainly surprised that you did that. So they're not ready yet. But you see them see you. So what's everybody's kind of plan before we roll initiative?
What's your strength, Ultan?
Mine is 14.
Yep, mine too.
So I say we both work together to just get this thing out of the ground.
Pull it out of the ground as best we
And-
can. Yep, let's do that.
And then one cuts while the other one runs to go help Uhtred, so we can all 3 start making our way out of this place.
Okay.
Maybe help Uhtred before you help her.
Well, the guard saw us, so I
Yeah.
gotta. Yeah.
We got to get her off now.
All right, so you're going to get her off the cross. Okay, I think what's your strengths?
14, both
14.
of us.
14.
So
Okay, so you're going to have to make. Okay, so I'll say that you can just make a test of strength, but you can add 1 because there's 2 of you doing it. So 4 and 6. So one of you just roll it with a 4 and 6 chance to get it out.
and I got a 2, so we're good.
Oh,
Yes,
cool.
you're able to pull it out without and let it down in a relatively gentle way. You would have got it out no matter what, but it would have slammed down and caused damage otherwise.
All right. So we lay her
All right, cool.
down, and I'll immediately turn toward Uhtred, but obviously I'm sure my actions are all used up. So
Yeah, we haven't actually done it yet because we haven't rolled initiative. But that's
oh
what you're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
do.
Sorry.
And you're attacking, I'm assuming.
Melee, yep.
All right, one attack this round, right? So go ahead and roll initiative.
5.
Ooh, they got a 6.
Damn
Okay.
it.
But there are 3 targets here now. So one of them, I mean, because you're engaged with them, at least one's going to attack, which I'll say the one that's hurt. Although, you know what? I'll roll randomly. Let's roll randomly for each one. So the first one is going to go after. Let's see,
The dog.
5. So let's get this way.
Yes.
If you had brought your war dogs in, okay. So 1,
Five.
2, 3, 4. Actually, against Altan.
Oh, sweet.
What's your AC?
My AC is 5.
Okay, that hits you. With the first one. Okay, so it needs a. Okay, so to hit you, it needs an 11. Okay. Hit, and hit. Okay, you get it 3 times. That's not good.
No.
And this is before you lift this thing out of the ground. So,
Wow.
2 points, 3 points, 4,
Well, that was all three. Only got hit
7.
3 times.
Yeah, the second is a 2d6. The bite's a 2d6. A d4, d4, and a 2d6.
So what was it again?
4 more, so 11. I think total was total there.
Holy fuck! All
Which I
right,
think is yeah.
that was
Does that drop
really
you?
no, but that was horrific.
Oh, okay.
To have 4 damage dice rolled against me.
Yeah.
So,
You have to update your little card there because it says you'll need 8 hit points. That's why I was like, oh crap. All right, second one. So I don't feel bad. Second one goes back to Pinesta. So I guess Uhtred, you have scared them.
what was that about helping you?
Well, I guess you guys are an easy target because you're both like turning to grab the thing, so they just start hacking at you while you're doing it. You're the same AC, so it needs the same to hit you, which is 11, which you just rolled. So that's 1 scratch against Pinesta, 1 scratch misses, and then the bite hits. So scratch is 2 points,
Okay.
and the big one is the bite. Unfortunate. Oh,
Wait a
8
minute.
for the,
Did you say AC 11?
no, it needs an 11 to hit.
Oh,
You 5.
yikes!
Yeah, they're 4 hit dice because they're small. Big ones are more, a lot more. You're still up, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Now you lift that out of the ground, and Uhtred can attack. You got 2 of them there. One's injured, one's not. Uhtred.
Yep. 1 second. I rolled.
Get him.
Let's see, AC 0.
That hits.
All right, that's going to be 9 damage.
Okay, does not kill him.
On the one that's I hit the last time.
Yeah, this is the big one.
Okay.
Yeah, it was big. That's why I guess it was slow. Yeah, this guy was a big mofo. It's still up. It's very hurt now, though. It's still, standing, but it's very hurt. And that's that. So what's the plan? She's down on the ground. You guys have lifted this thing down, and you have tigers attacking you. And Uhtred ran up with one and sliced it, but it's still alive. So what's Uhtred going to do?
Melee.
Okay. How about the rest of you?
Spell.
Okay. And how about
I'm gonna cut her off the cross.
okay, we can do that. Okay. Also, you notice one guard is running up to you so far. He's got a scimitar out. And let's roll initiative, Uhtred. 2 for them.
I rolled a 2 as well.
Okay. What's your dex?
15.
Okay, you go first. Melee goes first.
Okay.
So go, Uhtred.
I get 2.
You get to attack. Yeah, if you want to divide them, which you most likely will, one will be this phase and the other one will be the second phase.
I rolled a 19. That's negative 2 AC.
Yeah, it is.
I wish that roll was on my other one. That's a 10 damage.
Okay, that kills it. So you can do the second attack on the second phase. So just don't let me forget that. Now your spell goes off.
Yeah, I'll be healing myself
Okay.
because I am really literally almost dead.
Yeah, I bet. And Vanessa's okay.
Was it
There's only one of these things left. It's going to attack
The guard that's running at us.
in the guard. Yeah, no. Yeah, maybe. He's going to get there at the end, unfortunately. He's going to come during phase 2. So it will have already gone, but maybe next round it will. It certainly doesn't know loyalty, that's for sure. All right, so the saber-tooth tiger is going to go after. Oh no, Oltan.
Oltan.
Misses though with the first swipe. Hits with the second swipe. Misses with the bite. Okay, that's good. So you just get scratched once. You're like over there, like you're like, whoa. Only 1 point of damage. That could have been bad. That could have been very bad. Okay, so now it's second phase. So Uhtred, you can go, and then that guard's going to go.
Just tell me when I have her off the thing.
You will at the end of this round.
Okay.
AC4 hits.
Okay. That is 11 damage.
Ooh, almost. Okay, yeah. This was a smaller one. That it's you cut almost through the entire. It's like barely. In fact, you think it was going to go down, it actually collapses, and then it stands back up and crawls. Like it knows it's dying. So it's planning to take you with it. The guard now charges up, and he's not going after Uhtred because Uhtred hasn't shown any sign of trying to rescue the person. Clearly, Prenesta has. So the guard's going to attack Prenesta. With a 10, I do not think is going to hit you, though. Let me just take a quick look. Your AC is 5. He is 0 level. Nope, he needs a 15 to hit you. No, he misses wildly. He swings with the scimitar at both hands and misses. It goes right over your head.
Duck. Poof. Yeah.
Yeah, duck out of the way. And we're coming to the next round. You guys notice 8 more guards have noticed that you're cutting her down, and they seem to be assembling to move closer.
Assembling, but not actually moving.
Well, they're going to come. They haven't gone yet. Like they're
Okay.
basically like one guard's like, oh, and like some of them turn and they see you, Prenesta basically, and then they're like, and then
Gotcha.
But you can tell they're coming to you this round. So what's Prenesta going to do?
Is she off the? She's untied.
Yep.
I would say, can you run?
Yeah, she can run. She says yes.
Then let's run, and we're just gonna take off for the exit.
Run for the camels.
Yep, we're gonna run for the camels.
Well, they are. I mean, you're gonna have to go through the guards to get to the exit.
Oh,
They're
son of a bitch.
coming from the other. I mean, you can do that. You can certainly run through them or past them, but some of them might break away and follow you. Is all I'm saying.
I still want to. I don't want to try to fight 8. Yeah, let's just go.
Well, no, of course it would be silly for you to just stand here and fight every guard. There's hundreds of guards you have to run past. Isn't it? Right. I'm not saying that. I'm just pointing out that you will have to. It's not like they're coming from the other direction. So you're going to run towards the thing. Uhtred, how about you?
I will. Obviously, I'm going to run with them, but I will kind of do a. Well, I'll melee the tiger. I'll melee the tiger.
Yeah,
Well, you can melee the tiger and then move the second half of the second
All right,
phase.
that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do.
Yeah. How about Uhtred?
Actually, you should let me melee the tiger and you melee the guard, and then we
That's
move.
fine. We can do that too.
Because I think I can kill the tiger.
Okay, but if you wait for the guards, then
No, there's one guard standing right there.
oh, that guard. Yeah, you can kill him if you want.
So
Okay, that seems legit. Okay, that's fine. Whoever you melee, you melee. So you guys are both meleeing. So go ahead, Uhtred, and roll initiative. Shoot them. What was it?
5.
5. Okay, you go first. Melee goes first. So go ahead and Uhtred. Who are you attacking? The guard or the?
I'll attack the guard.
Okay, so guard.
you got 2 attacks this time, right?
Oh, 1.
No, 1.
Oh, okay.
17.
I'm
That's
sure it is.
AC 0.
Yeah, their AC is actually 7 because they're just wearing leather armor.
Okay.
Okay, so yep. And they are
nice. So
Hopefully very weak.
that's 11 damage.
that kills him.
Yes.
Yep. He drops. Oltan, saber-tooth tiger.
I hit AC 3.
That hits.
Yes. Fucking A, we're going to do it. At least we're going to get out of this part. We'll probably die at the exit. But
Yeah.
that's all right. Shit. What is the fucking damage on this thing? Oh, D8 plus 1. 5 points of damage?
All right, with your warhammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you smash its skull. It drops.
Sweet.
Prenesta grabs Nefertiti.
Nefertile.
Yeah. Nefertile by the arm, and she's actually got the adrenaline in her now, so she starts to run with you towards the guards. Unfortunately,
Well,
I mean,
are there any crowds left fleeing?
oh yeah, I mean, not everybody can get out. The doors are packed. I mean, so like people are getting out, and guards are trying to run in. That's why there's only so many in here. So yeah, there's lots of crowds. Prenesta would have started running though while you guys are fighting. So she's already going to be slightly ahead of you. Roll a d4.
Me?
Yep, Prenesta. That's how many guards are going to be basically
Okay.
between you and the.
Ooh, yes. 1.
All right, perfect. All right, so there's only really you are able to like skirt a certain direction where only one of the guards kind of notices you and runs that way. To get past him without like getting him swiping at you, go ahead and make a test of dexterity.
Test of dex. Let's see. And for me, that's a 4 out of 6.
All right, do it.
A 2.
Yeah, you're able to You kind of do like a little soccer move or whatever, and feed goes the other way, and you go that way. And yeah, you run past them. I mean, you know that as you go outside, there's going to be more guards, but those ones are.
They've got lots of people to deal with right now.
Yeah. So you're running towards the exit with the crowds. I mean, I'm assuming you're trying to go out the ground exit. You're not climbing up the bleachers to the top of the.
No. I figure we left our camels, on the ground.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. All right. You can definitely smell. By the way, guys, definitely smell the smell of burning. You see smoke, and actually, Vanessa, as you're running towards the exit, you probably start to see that the blood tower is on fire.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And
What
let's
did
see.
I do?
The
You didn't do anything.
I scorched earth again.
You guys start to run more or less towards those 8 guards. They kind of see you. Some of them are going to break off and chase Panesta. Some are going to obviously attack Ultan because they saw him involved. They don't really know that Uhtred's involved, so I'm not sure what they're thinking about that yet. Uhtred just killed a guard, so actually they do know. What's the plan, guys? Like, let's just go through. What's Panesta going to do? I'm assuming running still, but
how many guards? I mean, what is the?
What's going to happen is, in order to get through the door, like without getting any confrontation, you're going to have to make a feat of Dex, not a test, but a feat. The extraordinary feat of Dex.
Jeez.
Okay.
If you want to avoid running into anybody, otherwise you're going to hit anywhere from a D6 guards basically as you go through. Just so you know some.
Okay. First time I'm going to try the feat, and then I have something else if I miss or if I don't do it.
Okay, that sounds good. About Uhtred, what's your plan? You like halfway towards the door, so.
As I'm running towards that group of guards, I'll be yelling at them, "Save the satrap! Save the satrap!"
Oh, nice. Okay, I like it. Ultan.
He's in the burning tower.
I think they know.
All right. So you said if we were to run up the bleachers all the way to the top and then go over that wall that's 150 feet down.
It's about 150 feet. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna
fucking like Rocky.
Yeah. Dude, adrenaline, bro. No, I'm gonna actually work the angle here with Uhtred. So when he says save the satrap, I'm gonna be like, yeah, yes, the Tower of Blood is on fire. There are assassins in there. He's like, we will secure his wife. You get to the satrap and save him.
Pulling my move, huh?
Yes.
All right. So who's got the better charisma there out of the two of you?
Mine is 12.
Mine's 14.
He's got the better charisma. Plus, he's also a champion of the
of course.
He's
you are.
He's like a celebrity.
You are like a celebrity.
Surely he can't be involved in this.
Exactly.
I mean, I would go 100% with you, except for the fact that he just brutally killed a guard that ran up.
The guard attacked him first.
Attacking me.
He absolutely did not attack you first.
He absolutely did not. He's
right.
He attacked Panesta.
Yes. But she was one of the satrap's people.
I was in a battle rage and didn't know what I was doing.
I am a Viking.
Okay. Oh no, actually, that's a pretty good roll though on the reaction. I'm going to say that they're a little confused. So there's 9 of them. I will roll a d10 to see how many turn and run.
Roll high, Cole.
4. Okay, 4 of them are convinced, and they turn and run. The other ones are a little confused. We'll see what happens depending on what happens here. Also, we didn't roll initiative, so let's roll initiative now and see what happens. So what are you doing besides that? You're just going to do that and run? So you're not going to attack them, basically.
No, not unless they attack me.
Okay, well, I mean, if you win initiative and then don't attack them, then it'll be.
No.
I mean, so
3.
5. Okay, so they won. Yeah, the 4 of them. Let me just do another reaction roll here. 7. Okay, so they seem uncertain, and if you don't attack them, which you just said you weren't going to, I'm going to say if you make a test of Dex, you can just kind of like run past them without them before they can react to anything. Each of you have to make it though.
Okay. Test of Dex.
My test of Dex says 3 of 6.
Mine is not so good. No.
Better than 2.
Did you make yours?
I rolled a 2, so 3 of 6. I think yes, right?
Yes, I did not make mine.
All right, so you're trying. Everybody's kind of a little confused and like where to run, and Uhtred, though, of course, being the warrior champion, he's like, and Oltan just runs dead fast into a couple of guards. Roll a d4 to see how many.
Roll a what? Oh, a D4.
Roll a d4 to see how many guards you collide right into.
All right. It's okay. I have an angle for this one too. Where's my D4? Oh, there it is. Get out of there.
Oh man.
2.
Okay, yeah. So you smash into 2 guards. So I need to draw a picture. We've reached the point in the combat where I'm going to have to draw a picture for myself. Otherwise, I'm going to be confused as to where everybody is. All right. So.
Sorry about that.
No, it's perfect. This is exactly the way we like combat to be.
Sorry.
Okay, so Panessa, make an extraordinary test of dex to see if you can get around the door.
Okay, so that says that's the feet, right? The 24%?
That's right.
Dice gods. No, 57. Nope.
All right, yeah. So you dodge and weave, but then you turn and you're face to face with 1d4 guards. So go ahead and roll d4. And of course, you're running with the lady, so they're not going to be tricked by you.
2.
2. All right. So there's 2 guards right there, and they are going to attack you. Because you're armed. They're not going to attack her because she's, at least in their mind, she's helpless
and naked.
She is naked. Yeah, she's naked, bleeding, and and kind of beat. He rolled a 17. Your AC is 5. He's 0 level, so he needs AC 5. He needs a 15 to hit you. So the first guy hit you with his, actually, I said scimitar, but he actually has a fakata, which of course is much cooler.
Yes, nastier looking sword.
Yeah. 1 point of damage.
Doesn't know how to use it very well.
The other guy slanks. Well, I mean, he's looking at the naked.
Yes.
This
is quite a catch,
I will. By the end of this, I will get her name. She's going to become a regular character if I can pronounce her name correctly.
Call her Neff.
Nefertil.
Nefertil. I keep wanting to say Nefertiti. That's why it's a Nefertil. Yeah. So he also hits you with a 19 with his fakata for 5 points. He's better with his sword than much.
Okay.
Ouch.
You get cut down by two guards who are standing in front of you now. As that round ends, actually, the ones that are in front of Olten, go ahead and make. Actually, I'll let you roll 2d6. I'll let you do the reaction check with the ones you run into, whether or not they attack you or not, because they were uncertain on my last check.
Because I had another little speech to give them.
Well, you can do it next round.
I rolled 9 total.
9. Okay, yeah. You crash into them, and they're not like they're still. They're like, whoa. Sorry, it's such crazy. What's going on? They seem like relatively friendly, though they're not 100% convinced. As we come to the next round, so you have 2 guys that seem a little confused and like friendly a little bit towards you. The 2 in front of you, Podesta, are going to kill you because you're with the Nefertil, and Uhtred, you have avoided any, and you moved up probably close to Panessa at this point. Right. So what do you guys want to do, Panesta?
Mesmerize.
Nice, Uhtred.
I will keep running towards Panesta to aid her.
Okay. And you'll be able to get there this round, so you're gonna like charge and melee somebody, I guess, if you need to.
If I have.
Yeah, if you have to. Okay. And Olten.
So I'm gonna grab both of the guys in front of me, like grab them like this, and I'll be like, you fools! We are secret men of the satrap, and there's chaos in the streets. He's like, we have secured his wife, and he said, and yet. You guards, you attack us despite what we tell you. And I move over to Uhtred real quick. I say, he is a champion of the arena for the sake of the gods.
Okay. All right, so you're going to try to convince him? All right, that's fine.
Yeah, well,
we'll deal with that in a second. I don't want to cut you up, but we got to roll initiative first because they might stab you before you do all that.
Okay.
So you're going to try to convince them not to do it. Okay.
Well, I was also
sorry, this is that phase where we have to just say what we're doing, not walk through the whole thing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
even though that wasn't awesome speech, I just didn't mean to cut you off, but because if they win initiative, for instance, they might stab you before you can say that.
Okay, so yeah, in that case, I'm going to try and convince them to do 2 things.
Okay, that's fine. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I was like, oh, it's cool, but hold on, we haven't rolled initiative yet.
I was jumping ahead of myself.
Again, initiative. You got a 1.
Who's
okay,
rolling?
so Now go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, so
Go ahead.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
he's the champion of the arena, for God's sakes, of the satrap's own arena. And I said, and yet your men attack us. You attack his woman. He said, quickly, fetch your men and pull them away from her now.
All right, go ahead and not roll another 2d6, but I'll give you +3 on it because they're already positive, and that's pretty good.
Okay. Am I trying to roll high, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ideally, you want to get 11 would be your goal, 11 or more.
All right. 11 or more. Oh, with the +3. Okay.
Yeah. What you don't want is less than 5. Or 5 or less.
No, I got a 10 total. I got 4 and a 3 on a dice and 10.
Okay. So they're still kind of listening, but they're not like going to act like you said. Like they're not attacking you, but they're not stopping anybody from attacking yet either. They seem confused. And they're kind of like, yeah, no, of course. But hold on. What about, shouldn't we try to, let's get her, like they're not like buying what you're telling them to do. The Pinesta, you got 2 guys in front of you. Uhtred is charged up on you though. So I guess if you're going to mesmerize, which goes after melee. So, well, let me see though, because you're charging. Let me just quickly check something.
Pinesta.
That goes, actually, your stationary magical discard charge will go before a move and then an attack. So you would actually get to go first, Pinesta, with the mesmerize.
I still want to try it just in case.
Yeah, of
I
course.
start reciting, haikus at them.
Haikus.
Whatever. And they have to make a sorcery save.
So you're going to tell, you're like, hold on. There once was a man from Nantucket.
Yes.
Not limericks.
Yeah, not limerick.
I don't know if you can, I mean, a haiku in the middle of combat seems a little extreme. A limerick, though, that goes.
Limerick. Okay, fine. Whatever.
No, I'm just
Whatever
kidding.
gets you to, yeah.
That's so funny.
Whatever
Okay,
they
so
like.
Haiku.
you're like, hold.
Let me think of 5 syllables
Let
here.
me look this up again. Mesmerize, recite a
Oh, I
song
got it right
from
here.
vibrations, the universe, bard, might play a flute. Limitations are can take no other action. Targets must report allies and traveling commands are affected. Okay, there are a lot
All
of
I
saving
can do is
throws.
walk, mesmerize, and walk past them, but they got to do a sorcery save, I think.
It is very strange to me that you can do this in the middle of fighting, but it doesn't say you can't. Do I look this up every time? Because it just seems very bizarre that you'd be able to just do that in the middle of combat.
Yes.
These are very
Yeah.
calm to
I
me.
do look at it every time. Yeah. It's like you're distracting him. It's almost like the equivalent of being like, oh, what's behind you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jill has little tassels on her nipples, she's like spinning. So
Yes. Helicopter tits. Helicopter tits.
Saving throws are modified by willpower. Considered stunned. Okay, I mean they're literally attacking you, so I'm going to give them a bonus on their saving throw, even though it doesn't say that, because I think it's very weird that you're doing it in the middle of combat. Like people are literally stabbing you and you're IQ. That just seems really bizarre. So I'm going to give them a +1, which is not a lot of a plot plus, but being that the first guy rolled a 1, that's not going to help him. Let's see. Oh, that guy might have passed though. He got 17. Yeah, go to saving throw. He might have passed even with the bonus. Let's see. Warrior. Saving
Sure he
throw. Save is 17. So actually, yeah, he would no matter what. Yeah, one guy is not behind it. He's going to stab you in the face.
But Uhtred gets to go, right?
Nope, because he'll get there
Oh,
the second.
That's right. Second
He's
round.
moving. Yeah, that guy gets to go once, unfortunately. So the one guy's like, I hate haikus. And swings. Oh, he does hate a haiku. He rolled a 19.
Yikes.
4. He slices into you deeply.
I'm still up. Still up.
Because you lose that. One of the beats of your haiku is being slashed. Yeah. Now it is Uhtred's turn. You run up Uhtred.
oh,
One
I
guy's
will-
standing there like, that's a fascinating form of poetry, and the other guy's like, oh.
so I'll charge into that guy that's attacking Pinesta.
Yep. So because it's a chart you're charging, you basically just get one attack, no matter what it would be normally.
So I just get to roll my damage. Or just
No,
get
you just have to attack, but I mean, you won't get 2 attacks even.
All right, so that's a 15 is AC 2.
But it's
And that is 6 damage.
yep. You cut him down. He drops. The one guy's mesmerized. Ooh. Okay, you notice though that more guards are seeing that you just cut somebody down, and of course, Vanessa's making a big spectacle. So 6 more guards that are in the doorway turn towards you guys, and you can see them. You're kind of close to getting out. If you move without stopping, you think maybe a couple more rounds will get you outside. Ultron 3 rounds because you're behind everybody else. Yeah. So what's the plan, Vanessa? You're getting attacked. Well, the one guy is mesmerized. You see other people coming towards you. The one guy that was attacking you is dead. Uhtred, you see other people have eyeballed you, but they haven't moved yet. They're going to though. And Ultan, you have half convinced guys.
I need to keep moving. I know I can just walk, but the other guards will be on me by then.
Yeah, if you want to, right? If you right, exactly. If you're gonna try to dodge through people, I think you might lose that mesmerize, right? Because you can't be dodging and shit. You can only just walk. That's up to you.
All right.
Or you can just walk. But if you walk, obviously it'll take you longer to get out. And hold on, do new people get? No, somebody just walking into the effect does not get it, right? They had to have been there at the beginning.
Right. Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, it doesn't really say that though. You're still doing it.
Just this target must be within 40 feet.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know what? Roll a d6.
Okay.
Just I'm so nice.
A 1.
Okay, so one other of that group had somehow overheard that and was like, "Oh, I like cues." So he's also mesmerized. So you got one guy mesmerized that's like 30, 40 feet away from you. One guy right in front of you that's mesmerized. About 5 guys that are about to charge up and stab you. And then, of course, further back, you got Ultan with 2 guys that he's having pretty good luck convincing, but isn't quite.
Can I try to get past the 5 guys? I mean, they won't attack me right away. They'll have to break the mesmerize when I start running, so the guy in front of me wouldn't be able to hit me. Is that?
That's right. Yeah. I mean, if you win initiative, so we'll break it down. If you're planning on running, if you win initiative, then right, the guy that's near you won't be able to attack you because it won't break until you start running. If you lose initiative, though, the other guys will get to you before you get to go, which means they will be able to attack you. And that happens no matter whether you run or not.
All right, fine. I've got 4 hit points, so Rel, I'm gonna drink that potion.
Nice. Which potion?
The white foamy one that I have no idea what it does.
God. Wow. Okay. You know what?
Chaos in the streets, I say.
I was gonna shrink her, but they've seen us. I can't. I just, that's go for broke, man. Go for broke.
You know what? All right, hold on. I love that. You're drinking the potion.
If you Hulk out,
what's Uhtred doing? You got 5 guys that look they're about to charge on you.
You're muted.
Also, the woman yells, "Give me a weapon!" I mean, she can fight if you have a weapon for her.
I'll give her a dagger. Sure.
I mean, I know
Picks
Uhtred.
off the body on the ground.
That's true. She picks up that's even more badass. She
Yeah,
picks up
that
a
is.
bloody full shot. Full con. Oh yeah, she picks that up.
And Uhtred will stand ready to protect Panesta and Nefertil.
Okay, that is okay. So I'll tell you something because I think it's awesome. No, I'm not gonna tell you. Just roll a percentile die.
Okay.
I'll tell you after.
I'm going to tell you. No, I'm not.
I'm gonna
Well,
go
it's
out.
real
I'm
cool if
gonna
you
go
don't
out the
know.
most epic fashion.
Yep.
73.
Oh. Okay.
You are now a Demigorgon.
So if she becomes the She-Hulk, it's going to be the greatest game ever. Vanessa turns into a werewolf.
You have this moment where you remember like Rel basically peeing on your face. And you gain temporarily +3 fighting ability and +3 hit die. Roll 3 more hit dice of temporary hit points and give
just
+3 to your
out.
fight. Yeah, basically.
So I gained some temporary hit points. That is a good thing,
I
my.
actually
Yeah.
gain a lot of temporary
3
hit
dice,
points.
3 dice of temporary hit points, so 3 hit dice, and then also your fighting ability to
Yes.
go. So I don't know what it is right now, but let me
It's only
see.
it's a 2 right now. I
So
rolled
to
a
go
6,
to
a 6,
5.
and an 8 for temporary hit points.
And you get
Wow.
3 hit dice.
You got to
Uhtred,
roll third dice.
3.
Yeah, 6, a 6, and an 8.
Oh,
Oh,
six.
6.
Sorry.
And your fighting ability is currently 2.
Yes.
So it'll go up to 5, which basically is the equivalent of, I'm pretty sure it just goes across the board this way. Yeah, it's just basically a plus 3. So you can just add +3 to your attacks. Probably the easiest way to do it. That way you don't have to like look stuff up again. Or you can do it.
Right. All
Yeah.
right. I've never been
Yeah.
so happy in my entire life.
Yeah. So Rel pees upon your face and you get a little bit in your mouth. Now we have to roll initiative though, because actually you won initiative, right?
we haven't rolled, did we? I don't think we did.
You haven't
I
rolled
don't
yet,
think we
right?
rolled.
So, yeah, so this all happens after you win initiative, hopefully. So let's hope that happens. Sorry, I got so excited. Roll initiative, Uhtred.
Yeah, I'm not the only one.
4.
Rolled a 5.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so you drink the potion. Rel pees on your face. They don't move yet. They're going to Uhtred. So if you're just going to guard, then you're basically just standing there until they get to you. And what's Alten doing? Try to convince them, right? You can
Yes.
go ahead and do the same thing again. 2d6 plus 2.
Oh, 2d6.
Unless you have another plan.
Well,
I mean, if
I'm
you're
just
gonna
going to back away. I'm just going to point at him and I'm going to say the satrap. I'm going to start kind of moving away. And I'm
Yep.
just going to be like, the satrap is going to be furious at your inaction.
Okay.
And I did roll an actual 10. Did I still get the +3?
Yeah.
So then
All right. Perfect.
And a 13.
Yeah.
this turn.
They like snap out of it and they're like, yes, you're right. Quickly. And they turn and they start running towards the tower. And actually, you see them actually trying to collect other people too to move towards the tower, though not the people that are attacking your friends. However, it's good because some of the people are running in the other direction. So that is good.
Yes.
And then they're going to move forward to charge you guys. But also, since you were waiting for them, Uhtred, I'm going to give you your attacks before they get to go. There's 5 of them that have run up on you, and you get 2 attacks this round.
Okay. That is 19. So 19. -2 AC.
Yeah,
And that's going to be 10 damage.
dead. And then the second guy, I'm assuming you're hitting different people because you're going to kill each one in one hit almost certainly.
That's going to be AC 4.
Yep.
And that is 7 damage.
Yep, dead. Yeah, so these guys are running at you, and you're just basically like, and they're just dropping. Panesta, she's like, Rel, and then she gets all hogged out. Oh, and also, what's her face gets to attack as well.
Dude, if she drops one, it's going to be so awesome.
There should be some intimidation going on here. Uhtred is the champion, and now I'm cutting down these guards. They should be a bit intimidated.
Yeah, I agree. Well, and I am factoring that in, but the fact that there's 5 of them is not it was working against you. But now that you just and I believe that she also just killed one. So let me just check I have to check her stats for a second. I'm pretty sure. I mean, she hit one. I don't know if she'll kill him or not. Let me roll the damage. No, she doesn't. She cuts one. It's hurt. But yeah.
Hey, every little bit helps.
Yeah, exactly. You see Ultan moving towards you guys. You're puffed up now, Panesta. You've got 3 of these guys on you. 2 of them, out of the 6 of them, I'm sorry, 5 of them that ran forward.
3 are left.
3 are left. Yeah, one's barely injured. And I will make some kind of a morale check for them once you go into the round. But what's your plan? And of course, more are. Well, let me just do a little check here. Yeah, I mean it's chaos, but there's another like 4 or 5 of these guys that kind of see what's going on and they're like pointing. So you don't know if they're going to head your direction or not, but probably.
So I still have one right in front of me, right?
Yeah, there's 3 in front of you. Well, there's one that's mesmerized plus the other 3.
I'll try to cut down one of the melee.
Okay, melee, Uhtred.
Melee.
Okay, Ultan, what are you doing?
So I'm going to charge in the melee also.
Cool. Okay. All right. They passed the morale check, even with the negative I gave them, so they're going to stay and fight now. All right. So go ahead and give me initiative, Uhtred. Oh, they got a 1. All right. Go first. Now, if you do melee, you're breaking your mesmerize. Right? So that puts one more active again. You realize that, right, Podesta?
Yeah, I actually would try to cut down the one that's mesmerized in front of me and run past
Okay.
the other.
Yeah,
So.
he's considered stunned, which means something. I think you get a better chance of hitting him. Yeah. Basically, you have a +4 to hit him.
Plus my +3.
Yeah. Plus any other bonuses.
Natural 20. Of course, I'm that
Damn.
guy.
Damn.
You know what? All right. So because that's so epic, if you roll, I'm not going to tell you how much, but if you roll enough damage that would actually kill 2 of them, I'm going to let you have swipe through 2 people like a badass. So
Okay,
give
so
me your damage. Well, we're going to do the crit first. So roll a d6.
Okay. 5.
5. Oh, double damage. That's going to be good for you.
Jesus Christ.
Got
Is it
my-
double dice or double 2 dice? How do you do it?
I'm gonna roll 2 dice. Let me just get another
Okay.
D10 here because I put her down and grab my sword and gonna 2-hand this mother. Sorry. I rolled a 5 and a 4, so just 9.
And no bonuses?
Oh wait, yeah. So that'd be. Do I get anything with fighting ability that doesn't affect your
No,
damage?
just a better to hit. Yeah.
Yeah, so 10.
Okay. It's not enough.
Yeah,
But I will pass the damage to the person because that's pretty epic anyways. So yeah, you slice through one and into the shoulder of another one. Now surprisingly, they're intimidated. Maybe. Uhtred. There's only one's not hurt.
I will swing. 12 is AC 5.
That hits.
Right. 11 damage.
Okay. The one that wasn't hurt, I'm assuming.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I mean that seems like the one you attacked. Okay, she's going to swing at the one she was fighting before. She misses, unfortunately. And then at the second part of the well, actually no, because you're. I'm sorry, Olten, because you're running to the fight and probably not sprinting because you're trying to be low key. I'm not going to let you attack till second phase, so the 2 bad guys are going to go first. Okay, and there's 3 possible people they could attack. Okay, first one's going after Uhtred and misses by a mile. Probably because he's intimidated. Second one is going out to Podesta with a 14. I think that misses you because they need a 15 to hit you. Your AC is 5, right? Yeah, they miss. Okay, so now, Olten, you run up on this thing. There's two of these guys. Both of them are slightly injured.
So on my 2-hit roll, I rolled a 14, which gives me armor class 6. Is that good enough?
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, fuck. In that case, I did 9 damage.
Nice, you crush one. All right, so there's one left. He basically shoots his fences. Actually, so let's do this. Podesta, roll a d6.
Okay. 1.
Okay. Oh, no, that's the time where that wasn't that good. I was subtracting your die from mine to see how many people run over. So 2 more guys run over, or they're running towards you if you stand and fight. I mean, they're just going to keep coming. I mean, you realize that if you stand. So there's one guy that's kind of injured in front of you. There's more guys. 2 more guys are running towards. They won't, if they once after the initiative, they'll have to charge, blah blah. And of course, if you want to try to make your way out, you're gonna have to make some kind of dex check to get through the crowd without encountering anybody. So it's up to you. Get what you want to do. What's your plan, Podesta?
First melee. The guy in front of me.
All right, you're gonna attack the guy out. Okay, what about Uhtred?
I'm going to look at Natil and I'm going to tell her to run. And I'll run with her.
Okay, you'll run with her. Good. And Ultan?
I'm pretty sure she's gonna smoke this guy. So I'm gonna go ahead and start moving with Uhtred and Nefertil.
You're gonna get the 2 warriors or 2 big burly dudes are gonna get on either side of this woman and protect her as you guys run towards the exit.
Yes.
All right, so go ahead and roll initiative, Ken. 5 for them.
Shit.
I rolled 5 as well.
Ooh.
Okay, and your dex,
15.
their dex is 13. So you guys go first. Okay, so melee happens first. Go ahead, Podesta.
All right. Oh yeah, 19. So that's
That
a
hits.
yeah. Oh, now I roll you 10 damage
Oh,
plus
yeah,
1,
kills him.
11.
Yeah, you kill. You easily slice down the one. You can run on the second phase, but unfortunately, the other two guys are going to get to you first. So, because the other guys ran. If you got, since you're trying to avoid combat, I'm assuming as you're running out the door, make a test of Dex. But you both need to make it because you're kind of I'm doing tests instead of
Come on.
extraordinary.
Me and
Okay.
Uhtred.
Yeah, Uhtred and Ultan.
I rolled a 2.
Nice.
I rolled a 1.
All right, perfect. Yeah, between the two of you guys, you shoulder people out of the way or whatever, and you get her one step closer. You're just about outside. You'll be at the camels in one more round if you successfully avoid combat. Unfortunately, these two guys charge at Pinesta. And the first guy swings with an 11 and misses. The second guy swings. Ooh, with a 17. That guy hits you.
Okay.
She's like, I don't give and 1 point of damage.
Oh,
She's
now
like, just all right, so now you've already gone. So that's the end of that round, actually. So we're coming into the next round. You guys are running for if you're going to continue to run, then it'll just be like another test to get outside. Podesta, you are faced with two people. Obviously, you could run as well, but they'll probably attack you. Yeah. So you're running or fighting? Podesta.
I'm going to run.
Okay, how about Uhtred?
I will keep going.
Okay, and Ultan?
Yep, same thing.
Okay, so this is going to be an important initiative, I think. Go ahead and roll initiative, Uhtred. Oh.
4.
Okay. All right, so you guys are running. Let me see if anybody notices you. Go ahead and roll a d6, Rush.
2.
Okay. Unfortunately, you guys are you see they're not you're going to be able to run to kind of avoid the people that are right near you, but you see a small group of soldiers that look right at you and start running towards you because you're protecting her.
Jesus.
And the two are going to swing at Pinesta first. Ooh, like I hit you again. Oh, they both hit you.
Okay.
4, 5 points.
5 points? Okay. That's
Thank God for that potion.
Mhm.
The other 6 guys kind of start charging towards you, but they got to get through a crowd too. So I'm going to give you, it's going to be an extraordinary feat of Dex, and you both need to make it in order to avoid a confrontation with these 6 guys. If you do, you're at the camels. If not, then we'll deal with that. So Ultan and Uhtred.
I mean, we might as well just deal with that because it's a 4%.
That's 16%. And I got 23. So.
All right, yeah. So they're going to cut you off, basically.
Yep. Not even close.
All right, yeah. They're between you and
Wait
the
a minute.
camels.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Would you believe I actually did make it?
All right.
3%, but he didn't. So
Yeah, unfortunately, you both have to make it.
Yeah,
Yes, that's you're like super dodgy, and then you turn, and they're all in front of Uhtred.
yeah.
And actually, you are the champion, so I'm going to give them a morale check for the 2. Yeah, they're holding strong in front of you because there's 6 of them, they think that's probably legit. They don't count her obviously as anything. She's just a naked woman with a sword, who they've never seen fight before. Pinesta, they already attacked you, so you're good. And now it's your turn, actually. So, Pinesta, what do you want to do? You got 2 guys in front of you. You were going to run, but you could still do that, or you could fight them. It's up to you.
Well, run. Yeah, I'll just fight them because I'm going to have 6 more.
Yeah, you see there's 6 more out there. You're like, let them finish them. All right, that's fine. Attack one.
Melee.
Yeah, go
Attack
ahead.
one now?
Well,
Okay.
they already went. It's your turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm just allowing you to change what you were going to do because the guys moved up on you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That hits armor class 6? No,
That hits.
5. Okay.
That also hits.
Okay. Oh my gosh, another 10.
Dead. Okay. In the front, Uhtred and Uhtred, attack if you want. I guess that's what you're doing.
AC 4.
That hits.
And that's going to be 8 damage.
Dead. Ultan.
Well, you're not going to believe it, but I hit AC 1 and I rolled another 8.
Nice.
So with the plus,
I believe it. Smashed. Dead.
It's 9.
Okay, you just killed 2 of them in like a half a second. So let me roll morale.
You're gonna need way more than 6.
These guys have good fucking morale. Yeah, they're they're professional guards, so they're not
Yeah,
fucking around. Yeah. So there's 4 of them in front of you guys. 1 in front of Panesta. What's the plan, Panesta?
Melee.
Uhtred?
Did the woman get to attack that round? Or
Oh, I'm sorry. No, she did not. Thank you. She missed.
Damn it.
all right, I will melee again.
Okay. Ultan.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay. You're standing strong, fighting. Let's see if any.
5.
Cool. Let's roll that. Oh, also a 5. So you go first. Deal with you guys first. Actually, this time with Uhtred. You get 2 attacks this round, right?
All right, that's AC 5.
Dead.
AC.
I hit rather. I'm sure I did.
Yeah, well, 7, 8, 9, 11 damage.
Yeah, dead.
Damn it, man.
And let's see, that's an AC 6.
Hit.
That's 9 damage.
Nice.
God,
I
he's
feel that every time Uhtred swings a sword, he kills one of these guys. I mean,
he's
they're
a
not-
machine.
Yeah, I mean, a 3rd level barbarian against 0 level fighter.
Yeah.
All right, so Uhtred.
I hit AC 6, which was good enough last time.
Yep.
For 5 points of damage.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Yeah, it's 6 points, but also he's dead. He'll at least collapse.
Well, actually, I rolled a 5, and my damage is actually 5 plus 1. I didn't think about that, so I
Oh.
didn't have 6.
Well, then I don't have to give it to you. You earned it.
Yeah, I earned it.
Either way, he was going to collapse. Yeah, so he drops. Panesta, roll me a d6.
3.
Okay, no more seem to be moving towards you at this moment, but you do still have the one in front of you.
Yep. Let's just do it.
Oh.
Woo, nice. Plus 3. I hit armor class 2.
Nice.
My Matt Mercer dice coming through.
Go on.
8. 8
Dead.
on the damage.
Dead. Okay.
And I'm running. Go, go, go.
And then you got to run for a second. Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Because you guys did win initiative, so you can run on your second phase, or you can without, since you're not confronting anybody. I'll see you catch up to the rest of them. So actually, let's do this. Roll a d8 rush.
I don't like this.
High is better.
5.
Okay, no more seem to be joining
Fuck.
the fight with you guys. And the guy in front of you kind of sees you're dropping all the other people, and he just kind of looks like he doesn't know what to do, and he turns and he just like attacks a random like slave that's fighting. Like he basically like he's fighting you guys, and he sees another fight over there. He's like, I'm going to join that fight, and he basically just kind of like moves. So he doesn't run because he doesn't want to be a coward. He's attacking somebody else. So yeah, it freed the way for you guys to run.
Okay.
So everyone make one more test of dexterity to get to the camels without any further.
Oh, test of dex, right? Not the feet.
Just a regular test. Yep, not an extra.
Okay.
Well, actually, I made this one.
2.
Nice.
Failed the last one
So
horribly.
5 of 6 makes no shit. No, it doesn't make it. 3 of 6. So I didn't make it.
All right, you
Damn
didn't. Okay. All right. So there's roll a d6. Uhtred.
High is better.
4.
Yeah. What'd you get?
4.
Okay. No, none of them noticed you. So you kind of cut through. I mean, you don't avoid all of them totally, but they're all engaged. So nobody swings at you guys as you run through, and you get on the camels, or if you want to, I suppose.
Yeah,
The street-
we need to get on the camels.
We definitely want to get on the camels and ride like the wind.
Yeah, you guys. I mean, it's like there's people in the street fighting, and maybe you have to swing your sword a few times to cut down some guards that try, because they see you with her clearly. And you rush past the Caravasseria and also the Satchat's mansion and out into the desert. I'd say the night, but it doesn't get dark.
Yes.
Because of all the craziness, nobody seems to have been able to like follow you as far as you can tell. And you ride out, for whatever it was, I think about 2 hours.
Well,
To go ahead.
on the way, since
Yep.
we're taking her to Aramis,
Yep.
I'm gonna be like, so we heard you were going to be murdered by your shit husband, and with the help of Aramis, we were able to cut you down. We are supposed to bring you to him. Are you okay with this?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask her.
So she says, while Aramis may not be my first choice of a partner, at least I know what he is. So there'll be no surprises. Yes, I will be safe with Aramis.
What is he?
She smiles.
Oh God.
I look over to Panesta and I say, now is the time where we stop asking questions. She says she will be safe, and it's good enough for us.
Voltaire's like, I didn't even want to be part of this.
Yep.
Somehow I got.
Ride.
Okay.
Yeah, so you all ride out. Yeah. So sorry for the guys back at the
Yeah, I kind of feel
Tony
bad.
had to get off.
Yeah.
yeah, so Tony had to
Crystal,
I feel
you're
bad
still
for
here?
those who did not involve themselves. Cassian, you we'll get you back in a second. Sorry. You guys go out to the place to meet Aramis, who is of course not there when you get there. You know, he was in the tower. If you remember it was on fire. So you're there, camping out with her. You know, maybe you get her some clothes. Build a fire or whatever. Eventually, hours later, a small group arrives on camel, including Aramis, and he comes up and he says, that is the type of story that a bard can tell. And
Damn right.
He nods his head and he says, damn, what's her name again?
Nefertil.
Nefertil. He says, Nefertil, I'm glad that you are okay. It seems that there will be some strife in Xambaala for some time. But like everything, we recover. I've got some of your ladies here, and you notice actually that some of the other camels, there's 4 of them, have just like, will look like well-dressed women, not of the slave class, but just like common or whatever. And he says, and I have arranged for all of you to rendezvous with the caravan tomorrow. And he said, he kind of tells you, he says, if you head out to the north 4 miles, just beyond the oasis, Francis knows to pick you all up there.
Is he speaking to us or to
To all of them. Yeah, he's talking to the little group. Says, I know you were going to take the caravan, and you will be have safe passage out of Xambaala, all of you. Essentially, she's going to go on the caravan with you, and she tells you, Nefertil, she says, yes, I had been planning to. There was somebody I needed to meet on the other side of the world. So I guess now is as good a time as any. I wish that I could offer you all treasures that my husband had, but unfortunately, it looks like Aramis was only able to bring a little that will help us. But your time around the caravan will be in luxury and not work, as I will provide.
Nonsense. Your safety is what matters. And I turn to Aramis and I say, I am a man who likes to tell the truth. And I had heard some of the people say things that were not necessarily the kindest of words. You, sir, have proven yourself to be far and above anything that the gentry may have said. It has been an honor, my friend.
He nods. He says, he kind of gives a bow. He says, "Thank you. You pleased me with your words. If you ever are back in Xambaala, maybe give it a little bit of time, if you know what I mean.
Of course.
We'll always have a room in my caravanserai.
I pray that if I do return, that I have enough coin in my pocket so that I can come back to your establishment, and maybe we can pick up those lessons about what means a girl and all that stuff."
Fear not, my friend. I will take care of you. Your money is not needed with me.
I give him a chuckle.
Yeah.
All right.
And he turns to the other two, Uhtred and Penesta, and he says, "It seems only yesterday we were on the other side of each other. It feels good to work together. You are both heroes of note."
Yes, I'm very glad I didn't accidentally cut your head off or anything like that.
He laughs. Accidentally cut my head off. Well, I did see you wave that sword quite powerfully. So I would not want to be on the other end of that.
Uhtred just kind of looks at him, kind of grumbles, and walks away.
Thank you, Aramis. I would have left on the caravan, but I would have left with a heavy heart, knowing that possibly I was responsible for all of this. So I appreciate your note. I still just don't know, though. She kind of reaches up to like poke him.
Yeah, just smiles. He smiles at you and he says, "Some things are better left unsaid." And he kind of kicks his camel and starts to move off into the, well, not the darkness because it's not dark, but into the, he's got like two guards. He basically just turns and they follow him off into the desert. And they brought with her, maids, they brought, tents and food and whatever for you guys for the night. And you're able to meet up with the caravan the next morning. But coming back to the city for a second, sorry. Crystal. You actually probably have a fairly restless night. In the in the side of his luck,
Hassan's not sleeping a wink.
Yeah, thinking that maybe there could be a problem. But reports come back, of course, while this is all going on, of what happened, and that what you hear is that the blood tower burned to the ground, killing the high priest of Helios, the satrap, and at least half of the powerful merchants died in the fire. Only a handful of people were able to make it out of the tower.
I don't think that makes Hassan feel better at all.
However,
if anything, he feels much worse now.
Well, I mean, that all happens, and probably because of all the craziness that's going on, that none of the people from the Thieves Guild have time to deal with you. Nobody bothers you. You are able to meet up with the main body of the caravan the next day, probably thinking to yourself, "Shit, my friends all died," or whatever. Well, I guess you're probably pretty pleased with you. We'll say, even though Tony had to leave. But hopefully, happily surprised you are when you guys all intersect about 2 hours into the ride, and your friends, bloodied, beaten, but proud, join the caravan across Hyperborea. So, any final words on Xambaala from any of the players or characters before we cut? We're gonna jump cut about 8 months in the future when we come back for the next session. So,
Xambaala, it's been real, it's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun.
And I will say, Uhtred won't even look at Hassan and Brighild right now.
Yeah. I'll say that was pretty epic. They missed a good fight, that's for sure. What about Finesta? Any final words for?
She's just gonna say, I guess I'll just never know. Probably not, but I'm never gonna be sure. And that's what she'll say.
Yeah. I mean, would you when you get the information from Kassan, you probably put together that with all those people dead, that Aramis has fully and firmly taken power of Xambaala.
Right. So yeah, that makes me lean the other way now. So yeah. Again, Schrodinger's snake man.
How about Kassan? Any final Xambaala thoughts? Or Crystal in general?
Well, I can never go back there again.
Nice. All right, guys. Next week we'll be a little bit older and a little bit wiser, I guess.
So
Thanks.
I was typing to the group. You said that Aramis did pretty much take control?
Yeah, well, I mean, although you didn't realize, of course, that all the people that died, but that showing brought basically almost every rich merchant of power in Xambaala to the tower that burned down.
Gotcha.
So
Well,
most of them died.
that's what I was typing in this thing. As I was like, well, if you think about it, the satrap is now gone.
Mhm.
Nefertil, who was loved by the people, he now has the perfect means to be rid of her without blood on his hands.
Yep.
So it was ripe for his picking, and we were the mechanism to get rid of her. But if he had killed her and people found out, they would have been super pissed. So now he comes out of it looking like a golden boy. So I was like, why is he helping us like this? And then it struck me. I'm like, oh,
Yep.
we're taking
said
her
too.
out of here. That's his only competition.
Or maybe he's just a good person. I
No,
guess
I
you'll
don't think so.
No, he's not.
I'm gonna come back here at 8 levels and we're gonna see.
Crystal's like, no, he's not.
I'm
I
gonna
guess
come
we'll
back.
never know. Yeah,
Oh, we
that-
know. He's not.
It's
Yeah,
just
we
the
know.
way that just chimed in from way out here. Oh no, he's not. It's like that's perfect.
Yeah, there you go. All right, guys.
Oh,
I'm going to stop the
man.
stream.